Hello and welcome to the Pyroelectric Spark Generator channel. I'm Vanessa, your DM.
I'm Sava, I play Bonalium.
I'm Clarissa, I play Alistair.
I'm Lex, I play Ryu.
I'm Joel, I play Kenai.
And thanks for tuning in. Let's get started. Let's see, I believe we decided, I almost instantly forgot, but we decided that Bonalium is going to be doing our recap this week. Yeah? Yeah?
Goody.
Ready? Okay.
I am ready. Dear Sister Amelia. Huh. It's been a doozy. It's seeming more and more like the outside world isn't as... How do I say this? Disciplined as I expected? We're out trying to vanquish evil, and yet it doesn't seem as if everyone else is as... It doesn't... I don't want to say committed to vanquishing evil, because there obviously are, but just... not going about it the way that Save said we ought to. There was a band of mercenaries that were doing horribly evil things. Like, I understand they may have been brainwashed, they may have been, persuaded by the evil goddess Talona, but Save always told us, like, it's the company you keep that determine your rights to salvation. I know that you always told us that everyone is worth a chance, and I thought I was giving, those mercenaries a chance to, break their brainwashing. Like, they should have just chosen not to be brainwashed. Like, I was doing everything I was, supposed to, scare the demons out, and yet they were still completely brainwashed. Like, that was completely ludicrous of them. Joyeux did not appreciate my methods. I thought I was doing everything right, but apparently I went a little bit overboard. I don't really understand. Life outside of Save is not what I expect it to be. And like, my fears were completely solidified, seeing how there was a literal demon that we fought the very next battle. Like, it was speaking Abyssal. I challenged an Abyssal. Demons are no match to the powerful teachings of Save, so we definitely dispatched that one pretty quickly, and rescued some more hostages that the mercenaries were keeping. Again, obviously evil. They shouldn't even be. We should not be leaving them up there, almost unguarded. I mean, we did send. The cleric Mixa and the magicless bard um, Harold to go watch over them. It still makes me a little bit uneasy, but we need to press on. So I guess they're not totally unguarded. Actually, no, we did leave them unguarded because we have in the room with all the hostages, there was a little boy that needed guarding. So Mixa and Harold are barring the room where they are that we found them with beds and mattresses. I think that's pretty solid. That's a solid door. But it does leave the mercenaries unguarded. Sister Amelia, I don't know if we're doing the right thing, but we're trying. You know, it's the attempt that is worth everything, right? If nobody tries, then the world will just fall to evil. I don't know what we're doing, but the next attempt is to bring down what's ever happening down this hallway. There's some lights down at the end of this tunnel. And I don't think they're the heavenly lights that, we're all looking for. I don't feel the magic in me right now. I am really exhausted. But I have to keep pressing forward. This might be the last letter, Sister Amelia.
On that incredibly dark note, thank you, Bonalium. Take your inspiration.
That is, I'd have no spell slot, so that inspiration is all I got right now.
Yep. Yes, so, as Bonalium mentioned in his letter, you all were headed down the hallway to a staircase, which Oslo, the little boy, had said leads to wherever they take people that they don't come back in this mysterious dungeon temple of Tolona.
Totally fine, guys. Totally fine.
Yeah. Everything's fine. You're all feeling very well rested and that, you haven't used up really any of your resources.
I'm doing great.
Right.
If we could just take a short rest, you guys, I will be back in fighting condition.
Let's see.
Is that a cliche that the warlock is always asking for a rest?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I would say probably.
Definitely.
But yeah. So, yes, you all decided to forego a short rest in the hopes of saving Oslo's mother, who had been taken down there. And you were heading down toward the stairway, leaving Harold and Mixa behind to guard the prisoners who were there, who were unable to leave. The doors were not locked, but something within them was not allowing them to leave. So, you continue to head down the hallway, which about 30 feet down, it turns leftward. There's not a lot of light around here. Another 30 to 40 feet after the turn, there is a branch to... I wrote to the right, but it is definitely to the left, so good job, Vanessa. There's a branch to your left. It's on the right of the map. Not important. To the left, or the hallway continues straight, you see a very faint greenish glow coming from close to the ground at the far end of the hallway where it continues straight. You get the impression this may be where stairs go down. Oh yeah, and Alistine, actually, that is where you found stairs before. You'd kind of scoped out a little bit of the hallway. Let's see. Yeah, so I need, as you are going down this hallway approaching the stairway, it is 10 feet wide. I need a marching order, please.
I would have been first unless somebody pushed in front of me.
Kenai would probably be first because he is most proficient at keeping a watchful eye. Though Kenai cannot see well in the dark, so...
I'd be near the front somewhere, so I guess after them two, with my
Yeah, I was
echo
gonna
in front
say,
of me.
there's 4 of you, 2 people could be in the front, so the other 2 have to be in the back. Or, I mean, you could do a line that's longer, but it doesn't sound like that's something any of you are interested
Oh yeah, we don't have. Okay, yeah, we don't have Mixa
Yeah,
or.
you left Harold
Yeah.
and Mixa behind.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just
Forgot
penguin
about that.
up at the front and just like get really
Yeah.
snug together.
Okay,
Can
disadvantage
Alice,
on
Kenai, and
everything. You can squeeze, but it's not
We
a
do
good-
have a torch out in front of us, right? So we can see.
Oh no, that's
That would be helpful. That would
Yeah,
probably
I-
motivate Kenai to stay
You
in front.
still
I would have
Yeah,
a torch out like 20 feet in front of us.
you had your mage hand with the torch,
Yes.
so you can
Just a
maintain
floating
that if you
torch.
would like. And you guys were not sneaking, correct?
I believe we're rushing down. Yeah, we're not trying to
Yeah.
be sneaky. We're
So
trying
we've
to.
got Bonalium and Canai, and then Shueyu and Alistine.
Yeah.
All right.
I have my echo out also.
You have your echo up. Where is your echo? Is it just
In
behind
front.
you?
In front of me.
In front of you? Okay, so Shueyu, do you want to be next to Alistine or her echo?
I'll be in the middle, I guess. Then, next to the echo. If she's one
Okay.
more back.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can do that. Alright, so as you approach the stairway, you begin to hear voices. A man's voice chants something low and difficult to understand at first, but Bonalium, you recognize it as some sort of prayer in Abyssal. Over this, and it's sort of faint. Yes, thank you.
I was ambiancing, sorry.
The stream
Keep going.
has music.
Oh.
Yeah, but it doesn't have intense
Doesn't have
chanting.
chanting.
The stream actually probably has upbeat music right now. Whoa, wait! I think you're only allowed to do 15 seconds of it, or it's not fair use.
Is that copyrighted?
So over the chanting, you hear a woman voice say, "All right, Tormoid, they've worked their way through the guards. They're still coming. It's time to go." To which the man continues to chant. "Look, I know you're sort of in the middle of something, but I hear their footsteps. They'll be here any second, and your guardians are doing us no good." The chanting pauses for a moment, and Bonalium, you hear an abyssal now. You guys are almost to the stairs. "You have so little faith. You run so quickly. These brutes have set off every trap we have. We will deal with them easily. They've survived every trap we have. All I know is that I serve the mother a lot better alive than dead. Fool, you know nothing of Tolona, or you would not say such things." That part was all in Abyssal. So none of you heard it except for Bonalium, I believe. And that is the point at which you've been descending the stairs. You reach so that's when Canai and Bonalium. That would be your couple name, is Canai.
Bonalium.
Yeah,
William will
Canalium.
be pretty upset.
You're just a
And I
like
am.
can of cannellini beans. Anyway,
What about Bonai?
Bonai is also good.
Ooh,
It could be
Cannellium.
Bonsai.
I still
Is that
love
like a
Cannellium.
tree?
I love Cannellium.
Cannellium is my favorite, I think. But
It's
so
a
yes,
bean
at this
tree.
point, the two of you are just
Combine 'em
reaching
all.
the bottom of the stairs. You get a glimpse of the room in front of you as a flash of light heads, let's see, it's on the right, Canai's direction.
I do want to share with people, they're discussing fleeing, and I would spark green flame blade, but immediately put it out, realizing Kenai's right next to me.
Okay. I like that flavor. So can I go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
The
Ooh.
light flashes before Kenai's eyes.
And we can go ahead and, well, let me put you all on the map.
Can I attempt to block the light with the pillow?
Are you still carrying a pillow? You did say you were still carrying a pillow, huh?
I took a pillow before we left.
You brought another pillow.
You can attempt to use the pillow as a makeshift shield. It does not provide you any additional AC, but you feel better.
I will make a
Emotional
wisdom save.
support pillow.
So what was your wisdom save, can I?
An emotionally supported 12.
Okay. Let's see.
Does that lower the
So-
DC?
No. Fun fact, it doesn't.
Oh. What if it's... oh, it's not Ken's special pillow.
So, probably mostly just Shui Yu notices.
Alright, we are on the map.
Okay, yes, so Shui Yu, you would notice around Kanai's head a crown sprouts up. And
What a
I
king.
think
Is it
this
iron
time,
and sharp?
Initiative.
as a matter of fact, it weirdly is.
Hmm.
But, oh yeah, so go ahead and roll initiative, and while you're doing that, I will give you a description of what you see in front of you. So,
Some really cool shit, I think.
yeah,
Yeah, real fun time, it looks like.
it's gonna be a fun, happy day. Fun, happy day. Yep.
That's
Okay,
my favorite
so-
kind of day.
It's like an easy fight in here. We'll get.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you guys were even worried about resources.
Who needs a rest?
Puffed.
I don't.
Rest. Did you mean wrecked? Rest isn't part of my vocabulary, but wrecked is.
Hey, Time Wizard, do you get a spell that allows us to immediately rest, or like put us in a time capsule and let us take
Time
an hour
wizard?
Dunamancy.
Time
You're a
wizard.
gravity wizard. Not a time wizard.
Oh,
You're
you guys
Yeah.
distracted me. I'm like waiting for you
I'm
guys
none
to
of the
say the thing you're
above,
supposed
but-
to say when I'm supposed to be
That's
giving you
closer
guys a
still.
description. Stop.
Yeah. Do the
Okay.
thing.
I'm trying. You guys.
No,
Talking
Vanessa,
about
let's
being a
go.
time
Come
wizard.
on.
Okay.
Come on.
get it.
You stand. Ahem.
Just say
You
it,
s-
Vanessa. Go.
Okay, can we hurry up now?
Okay,
You
I'm starting
stand
stream.
in a large cathedral-like room. Whereas up until now, the walls of this place that you've seen have been carved out of black stone. These walls appear almost to glow a brilliant green color. There are large stone pillars lining the room, and 2 large chandeliers hang overhead. All of this is covered thickly with cobwebs. A woman takes cover behind one of the stone pillars near you, which is the direction that flash of light came from. And 2 spectral guardians stand guarding several other staircases that lead down into this room. I would like you to know that I did roll for which staircases would be guarded, and you guys got hecka lucky.
Hecka lucky. Yep.
Hecka lucky. At the opposite end of the room is a stone altar stained with blood. A towering man who seems to be almost carved from stone himself stands with his back to you, facing the altar, where he holds a large ceremonial dagger and returns to his abyssal prayer. And so, I believe you have all rolled for initiative. I'm gonna do the old-fashioned pen and pencil tracking for this. Did anybody get over 20?
Yes.
What did you get?
21.
All right.
Convenient too, because I'm in the back.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
21. 15 to 20.
Yes.
Go ahead.
19.
Okay, Bonnie, you've got 19.
18.
Oh, 18 for Kanai.
Mhm.
And then Shui Yu, what you
14.
got? 14.
You all did decently.
Okay. And then... Alright. So, leading off the initiative, you all get a quick glimpse of this room, just in time for her to start moving this way. Yeah, I mean, she's just gonna dash this way, actually. Hide behind that pillar there. Not actually taking the hide action, just getting a little bit of cover from it. And Alistine, your turn.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna move myself.
And this room is in dim light, or
Here?
these are like chandeliers
It's-
above?
It's normal lighting.
Okay.
Those are chandeliers above. They are all lit.
Okay.
I'm going to. You said the priest guy has like stone skin, didn't you?
His skin, he looks rather like he might be, like he looks stonish in appearance. You could roll me a quick history or nature check.
Maybe he just needs to moisturize.
Like Jueyu, kind of.
Yeah.
You need some lotion? I'll shoot you with a lotion arrow. You said nature?
Imagine,
Nature
like,
or
Oh, history
History.
or nature?
yeah, history
they're
or
both-
nature.
That was a 14.
Yeah, you've probably never seen someone who looks. Are you doing history or nature?
Nature.
That's what I assumed. Yeah, you know that there are creatures and possibly even humanoids that could evoke the appearance of stone for a variety of reasons. You can't quite place what this is.
Okay. To be safe, I'm gonna just shoot one of these like guardian guys. I'll shoot this one by the stairs,
Okay.
I guess. With my. Do I want to use it? I only have 3 of them. I guess just a regular crossbow bolt.
Alright. Roll to hit.
That's 18.
Eight. So you shoot, it sinks right into the center of the guardian, then just goes right through it. It's some sort of spectral something that your arrow does not seem to find purchase in. Sorry.
This is Alistine reacting to this.
Believe me, if it was something that you could hit, it would be something that was much worse for you to be in the room. So,
Okay, and then I'm gonna move my echo here.
all right. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Bonalium, you're up.
or shout, Tormund! Fight me, you coward! I'm gonna move right here, and
Okay.
mine's Smite Tormund.
Okay, Tormoid for the record.
Or
I might
Lloyd.
have said Tormund at some point.
It was intentional. He's trying
I
to.
thought he was in character getting the name wrong.
Yeah.
I was like,
My Abyssal's a little like I
Yeah.
think it was just the accent.
So go
That
ahead
common
and
accent.
roll first. Roll to hit.
That is a 21.
That will hit. Roll damage.
That is a. Do I add charisma to? Yeah, I do add charisma to damage on that. So that's a 10. Or
You add
That is-
charisma to the damage on Eldritch Smite?
no, that's only if I have agonizing blast.
Just last.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't. So
Then
it's just
try.
a 5.
5?
It's just a 5.
He's dead.
He's not dead.
It was all in your mind.
is 5. He continues the ritual that he is performing without. Roll an intimidation check.
Being called the wrong name distracts him so much that he makes up.
Yeah.
That's a 23.
All right. He pauses for a moment, but does not stop the ritual he is performing. But he stutters for a moment. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Kana, you're up. Shui, you are on deck. Okay. Before you can move, you use your action to make a melee attack against a. Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, against Shui Yu.
Yup.
Can
Go
I
ahead.
turn around and punch Shui Yu in the face?
Yeah, I guess technically you did have the pillow in your hands, so you didn't have any weapons out yet.
Pillow fight.
Shui Yu in the
No,
face.
At
it is
least
an
I know-
unarmed strike.
At least I know what's going on.
I thought he was
Yeah.
just being fancy. He was like, oh, Kana's got a new crown. Neat.
Does a 22 hit?
Yeah, that's gonna hit. You punch me.
I will punch.
You are not proficient in unarmed combat, are you?
Yes. I rolled the unarmed strike on my page, which doesn't count for that.
Yeah, no, what I was going to say is, so then I believe it's just 1 plus your strength modifier and damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is 2 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Shui, Kanai turns and decks you.
Yeah.
You still have your movement, Kanai, if you would like, but you are a little bit confused as to what's happening to you.
We need to spread out.
You are somewhat aware, like you're aware that you just did that and you're not sure why. But I don't think that you have familiarity with this specific spell, so I don't know that you would understand how it works.
Okay. Well, I was more like wondering how am I seeing Shui Yu at the moment? Whether my body acts on its own, but I'm aware, or if I see Shui Yu as an enemy.
I
whatever
think
reason.
it is more that your body reacts on its own because it is just the attack that has been suddenly like forced out of you, and then that's it.
Right.
Are you moving?
I can still move.
You can still move.
I'm kind of curious how Zwayu reacted to being decked by Kanai.
Well, if I hadn't seen the crown get put on him, it might be a different story, but...
In a moment of confusion, Kanai will stay there and will instead kind of... Can I still talk?
Yeah, you can still talk.
Okay. Shui Yu, Kanai, so sorry. Kanai does not know why Kanai hit Shui Yu so hard.
So hard.
She actually would only make it this far because she had to use her action on her turn to maintain the spell. Alright, you can make another wisdom saving throw to see if you remain charmed.
And I remain charming.
That's up to you, buddy.
That's actually up for our stream to decide, I think.
Oh.
I think it's also
William.
up for William to
Yeah,
decide.
William.
William finds Kanai charming. Kanai, however, is still charmed
What'd you roll?
with a 1 or 7.
Just a 1. You guys decided that ability checks and saving throws are still crit fails, so.
Did we decide that? I don't remember that.
Yep, session 0. We all talked about it. I left it up to you guys, and you said it was more fun.
I don't remember that, but okay.
All right. So that is Kanai's turn. Shui Yu, what you gonna do?
Gonna do.
I will move my full 30 feet. That's 25 and 30.
Alright.
And I will shout to Kanai, just stay back. They've done something to you. And I will use one of my last spell slots.
But can I use an opportunity attack?
No.
Okay.
Is not okay. So I am going to do a scorching ray at
Alright.
this man with a dagger,
Okay. Roll
and you will see 3
attacks.
blasts of fire streak from my hands. That is a 17, an 18, and a 9.
Alright, so 2 of those hit. Roll
Okay.
damage.
$14 damage. I blast him.
Alright. That 14 total?
Yes.
Alright.
For concentration, do they like have to make a concentration check on each successful hit?
Yes.
Yes.
So he just made 2 separate concentration checks and passed both. He continues concentrating on whatever ritual he is performing.
Thank you.
Yes. So that was Shui Yu. He is going to continue his ritual. The woman laying on the altar in front of him, who before had been splayed out and kind of wiggling around, snaps all into one still form. That is his turn. The woman, seeing that, well, hearing Shui Yu tell Kanai to stay back, and seeing the amount of force that you all apparently have with those. Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check, actually, Shui Yu.
Oh, darn.
You already got your 23.
18.
You're doing your part. Alright.
I love
I'm
intimidating.
pissed.
Okay?
I know you do. Intimidating is fun. Oof. Yeah, she is going to stand there, panic for a moment. Drop the crown of madness, and this time she actually is going to turn invisible. And
Nice crown.
You're
Yeah,
not a
it's
king
bad.
anymore.
just before turning invisible, she says, "Alright, time to go, really, though!" And it is Alistine's turn. Bonalium, you are on deck.
Okay. I'm going to shoot him.
Alright. Shoot him. Roll to hit.
That is 23.
That will hit. Roll damage.
6. Oh wait,
Wow.
10.
What?
10. I forgot to add the number.
10? Okay.
Yeah.
He maintains his concentration. He's starting to look a little bit injured from all these blows he's taken, though. Okay, Bonalium, you're up. Or unless you're going to move or do anything else, Alistine. Okay, Bonalium.
Okay. Then I will continue charge. Well, I see why you use the flame. Like, we're using fire now, and like this eerie smile comes onto my face. I ready my sword a little bit more, but I just continue charging. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and mind smite him again.
Alright.
Eldritch Blast.
Yes, it is an Eldritch Blast for those of you who are new and don't know that Bonalium is totally just a normal paladin.
Mm-hmm.
Not.
Wink, wink.
That's a nat 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh
You're gonna shoot the
no.
lady.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and just roll to see what direction it goes in.
I miss and hit the invisible lady.
Yeah.
That does not happen.
It's unlucky for her.
Let
Roll
me just-
damage.
Against the altar, right? Damage against the altar?
Roll damage, Bonalium.
It's a 1. We don't have to look. It was just only.
Roll damage.
Max.
What did you do? Oh no.
This is Kenai setting the forest on fire all over again.
Just
What's
3
your
more
damage?
times, and you can get to that.
10.
10? Oof, okay, 1 second.
Bonna Liam, what are you
man,
doing?
guys. You see Bonalium, like, charge up, get all ready, do his little mind smite, but, like, trip a little bit, and it just sort of
Okay.
misses. A big crack of stone crumbles off the altar. And big shock goes into this woman's body. You don't know how she's doing because she was already stock still, so you don't know what's going on. Is that your turn? You're
Did it-
next for the rest.
Did it startle the priest? Does he have to make a concentration check?
No,
that
because
seems,
that's not how any of this works.
that seems very startling. I don't know. I would have to reconcentrate.
I mean, if she was dead, then there wouldn't be any reason for him to keep going, right?
Fair enough. Maybe I stopped the ritual.
All of these things are bad for us, guys.
I can save her. I can save her.
Yeah, just kill her and then bring her back to life again.
Yeah,
That's what we did with the mercenaries.
that's not the solution to everything, guys. Can I be very clear, please?
I would like the multi-class necromancer.
We'll just wait till we're like 17th level, and I could just,
Ugh.
you know.
We'll put all the bodies
Raise
in the
dead
back of holding
everyone?
until
Yeah,
we can fix
true.
them again.
We'll just spend weeks raising dead, one person at a time.
We are heroes, right?
Is that
Be like,
your
sorry for killing you.
turn?
Here's a piece of gold. Sorry for killing you. Here's a piece
Alright.
of gold.
So we can like,
Bonalium?
That's all I can do.
Okay. Kenai, you're up.
you said these are chandeliers in the center
Yes.
of the room.
Yeah, chandeliers
So
in the
we can
center.
stand under them.
Yes, yeah.
How high up are they?
Oof. Big cathedral like room. They hang down a ways. Probably 15 feet, we'll say. Seems reasonable.
How are they dangling? Is it like a chain?
Yeah, probably something along those lines. Probably as much of it as can be carved out of stone is. But there may be like I don't know enough about chandelier construction. Yeah, we'll say they're hanging from a chain because that's what
Yeah,
I
that's
said.
probably
and
the only
I
way.
created this world.
And the chain just kind of like embeds into the ceiling, or does it like loop around the arch of the ceiling? And there's like a thing that I can cronk and cut and.
No, it's just straight into the ceiling.
Okay. Darn!
Good try.
Conveniently swing it into the
Good
priest somehow.
try.
Swing it into the lady and kill her for sure.
Huh. Okay. Well, at that point, and I will dash like the reindeers of old.
Right.
Still 60.
Yeah.
That
Alright.
should be the fight.
I will dash over here.
Okay. Is that your turn?
And yes.
All right, Shui, you are up.
All right, I will. Well, I'm definitely gonna run forward.
Okay.
So I'll run to here.
Next to Bonalium. This is probably the safest place to be.
You feel so
Maybe.
confident in my paladin aura.
Do Do you have one of those?
Not yet.
Didn't
But
think so.
Bonalium thinks he
Am
does.
I-
Oh gosh.
Sending out good vibes.
Be comforted by my.
I'm going to
natural-
cast Grease under him.
Okay. What's the range on Grease?
60 feet.
Okay.
And he's on stairs.
Read me that spell, please.
Let's see. Slick grease covers the ground in a 10-foot square centered on a point within range and turns it into difficult terrain for the duration. When the grease appears, each creature standing in its area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Can you make it easier for me
Creature
to
that
melee him?
enters the area or ends its turn there must also succeed on a dex save or fall prone.
Alright, well, he did get a 5 on that dex save.
Mhm.
So he does fall prone. For which I will make him roll a concentration check, even though he didn't take damage, so don't really how it works.
Oh, does he take falling damage from the steps?
No, shut up. He succeeds his concentration check. He continues focusing on the ritual, but
On the
just
floor.
looks real miffed.
Just all covered in grease and just like on the ground.
Just spray black grease in a stream in his direction.
He was muttering, chanting low at first. He has started like shouting and getting more powerful, speaking abyssal, which sounds dark and evil. And that.
And so, can I understand enough of the chant to get a sense of what the goal of this chant is supposed to be?
Not right now. Maybe on your turn. But right now, it's still Rayu's turn. Anything else, Rayu?
That is all. Yeah, that is all.
All right. Okay. He. Oof. Having fallen on his butt, was just chanting darkly. He takes a pause, turns, and shouts something bad at all of you. Let's see what bad thing he's gonna do.
You
to all of
fool! You've fallen on your
You
butt.
dunderhead!
You meanies, get out of here!
Smooth move.
You have weird
Well,
knees.
yeah,
What?
that's what he's gonna say.
That's a
Something
bad
like
thing.
that.
Do you have a table? I'll let you roll a random table generator for miffed sayings.
There's a vicious mockery table out there.
There's more than one.
I mean, yeah, okay. It's not gonna be towards all of you, but he is. Yeah, he very angrily turns and looks at the one who has continually hit him.
Haha, not me.
I am glaring straight at him too.
Yeah, I mean, he's intelligent enough to know exactly what's going on. A dark green energy flies out from his. Oh, wait. Let me make sure. First, he stands.
Okay.
He turns, stands, and I think he needs to move forward a little bit, but he doesn't mind at this point.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, difficult terrain, but you should still have enough to move out of it.
Hey, fun fact, it's not difficult terrain for him. That's not the right layer.
Interesting.
I don't know if I should have told you that, but I did now, so it's
Well, we would know
Well,
if he
does
moves
he move
more than.
abnormally?
yeah.
You go.
No, yeah, like, he just walks through. I don't know, honestly, I don't know if it would or wouldn't be difficult terrain for him in this specific instance, but it's fine, because he just goes to
Okay.
there. Continues
Okay.
standing in front of the altar, and a wave of dark green energy washes over you, Shui Yu.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead
Ready for it?
and make a constitution saving throw.
All
Oh
right.
gosh. I just read how much damage this does if you fail.
Nat 20.
Yes.
Oof, that's good. You'll only
21.
take half. I'm gonna go ahead and get my drawer of d8s.
He's like, I almost
Everything
just
is
killed Shueyu.
fine.
I just
I
chose-
still killed Shueyu.
Don't worry, she's right
Damn,
next
did
to
you
me.
take?
I haven't taken
60
any
damage.
hits yet, guys. I took 2 damage from Can I?
You stand firm in your resolve and stare him straight down as this washes over you. And you take... Count that again to be sure I didn't double count anything. 24 points of necrotic damage wash over you.
I'm still up.
No, sorry. Okay, that was full damage. You take 12.
Oh,
Okay, that
okay.
makes
Yeah,
more sense.
I'm still up either way.
I was, yeah, but I just know that that's nearly all of your hit points. So.
Well, I had those temp HP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the temp HP. Ah, thank your clerics, friends.
Clerics? That was all the bard without magic.
Oh, you're
Well, that was
right. It
like-
was the part without magic. I was thinking it was the aid.
Inspiring speech.
Yeah, it was the.
Herald is inspiring.
Yeah, no, you guys just kept going through, didn't you? Yeah, you didn't take any rests. You still got it. Okay. But yeah, so even standing resolved as you are, you just feel like the moisture and vitality get sucked from you. And yeah.
Gross.
Take the hit. And I do not
Yes,
falter.
yeah. Which he does look uncomfortable with how little that seems to have affected this, to him, seemingly wimpy little wizard girl.
Wimpy.
Yep.
Hefty.
Nobody's hefty though.
Hefty, were you?
It's a little hefty.
Let me see.
That's fair. Yeah, you see my sleeves just rip off and look out.
So you hear a voice shout, "All right, time to go now. It clearly didn't work."
Is this all still in Abyssal?
Yes, this would be an abyssal at this point.
Do we know which direction it's coming from?
Yeah. Can I say?
You hear it coming from the direction of this pillar.
Okay, that area-ish. Okay.
Yes.
Turned into a pillar.
Attack the pillar!
Was that there before?
We're up to the pillar, start punching it. Die!
With the pillow.
We're getting better.
And he says, "I'm not leaving my home, not yet." So she... she'll hold on to that for now. From her space, she appears... again, I gotta switch layers. She appears here. What was that?
Oh, I was just saying, she reappears. Yes!
Yes, she reappears. Is going to cast a... Just checking. Twinned Chaos Bolt. So... she hurls an undulating, warbling mass of chaotic energy at...
It's obviously refuted by my supreme lawfulness, right?
Yeah, clearly. Super duper. Shui, one at Shui, you and one at Bonalium.
Okay.
It's undulating.
It is undulating. So, oof. Shui is getting the raw end of this fight. Bonalium, yours is a... what is even her attack bonus. Yeah, the one coming towards you is an 11, which I presume does not hit.
No.
Jueyu, she rolled a natural 20 on yours. So.
That'll hit. Yeah, that'll
Yes,
hit.
thank
Yeah.
you. I know you cannot shield.
Just barely.
Yeah, just barely. That 27. That 27 hits. Weird. And you take. Oof. Oof, that is a lot of damage for a first level spell. You're going to take 17 poison damage.
17? You sure it's not 16 poison damage?
I am not, but actually I misread this, so it would be 17 thunder damage. Does that make it better?
Are you sure it's not 16 thunder damage? I go
It
down.
was an 8, a 5, and a 4. 17. She rolled real high on her damage.
Are you sure you're supposed to be adding those numbers? Maybe you're actually supposed to divide.
Isn't one of them supposed to go
So
to me?
I'm locking eyes with this guy, and I don't see it.
No, what? There were 2 bolts. Bonalium, yours missed.
I can take that. Like, let me dive in front. No, Mr. President.
There's a fighter
Uh.
thing for that, so I don't think you can.
No, I think there's also a feat, if I remember correctly, or maybe it is a fighter feature.
Yeah, there's some different things for that. But anyway, you don't
I
have
forgot
that,
a thing I have, guys. So that hits me.
What did you forget you have?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's too late
They're not
now.
being
Well-
absorbed elements.
You gotta.
No, it's
not
not absorb elements.
Okay.
It's his portents.
Yeah.
Ah, well, I guess they
Yeah.
weren't that important.
Yeah.
There's no imps here. I don't get it.
Shueyu falls, and she runs this way.
Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah, we're good.
You died in the right place.
Grease is Grease concentration?
It is not.
Oh, okay, so it just stays there forever.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's a permanent splooge.
They have to end their turn in it for it to do
No, I
anything
know.
other
I'm
than
just
difficult terrain. But
Alistine, you are up.
Okay. They're both just standing there.
Actually, she probably would just move to there and stay there. But yeah, no, so
Rude.
now they're standing there. Sorry. Did I ruin everything?
No, I mean I can only shoot one of them anyway, so
Fair.
doesn't really matter. I'm gonna shoot the guy, I guess, again. He's
Okay.
there. That is a 23 again.
Alright, yeah, that'll hit. Roll damage.
And 7.
Okay. 7 damage. He's starting to, yeah, I mean, he definitely does not look as good as he was before. He's looking a little bit bloodied, a little bit crumbly. No, I mean, it's still bloodied, I think, in this instance.
Couple arrows stuck in him.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's all I can do.
Fair. I do not blame you for not getting close to them right now. That means it is Bonalium's turn. And Tana, you are on deck.
So this just happened with the chaotic orb hit. So I dodged out of the way, see her going down. As she's falling, grab her, do lay of hands 1 point, and say, "Joy, get it together." And like,
I mean, she still falls prone. Good try.
yeah.
oh.
So you just slap her and go,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Get back up.
Sorry, stop it. I was just like falling and like she goes through my hands like, come on.
I mean, yeah, no, she's prone, but you do
Fine, we can
heal
liber
her
me.
for 1 point. That's your action, right?
1 point.
Yeah. I mean, I only have,
Yeah.
5.
No, you're
Yeah.
okay. I'm not
I'd rather-
complaining.
Already.
Not like Bonalium. I won't complain about getting healing.
You guys are also in like chunks too, instead of interwoven, so that helps in this instance. Although it did not help Shui you avoid going down in the first place. Alright, so
Oh,
you
you mean it's
run
from
up to him.
Mhm.
What you doing?
I'm
Just hanging
visiting.
out. Just
Yeah.
saying hi. Just a
Yeah,
little
like,
hi.
hey, I haven't-
little pat on the
Haven't seen
head.
you in a
Give a
while.
little wink. Alright, can I? Your turn.
I'm gonna move around this pillar, and I'll prepare to cast Thorn Whip
Mm-hmm.
on this lady.
Mm-hmm.
If she casts a spell, or well, can I do 2 triggers? Probably no, right?
Depends on how. What did you want your other trigger to be?
If she moves away from the pillar, or moves. Yeah, if she moves
or goes
away.
to cast. I'm okay with that if she moves or starts to cast a spell.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. If she acts, I'm good with that.
Okay. But I want to do it after she casts the spell, if possible.
That is how it would work anyway. So
Yeah.
All
Not
right.
as, but after. Just making sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is how it would work. But so is that your turn? You don't want to do any
Yes.
bonus action or anything? Okay. So you have your action readied.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Shui, you
All
are
right.
at 1 hit point. You are prone.
I am on the floor. I will choke up some blood first.
Mm-hmm.
And without even
You're
getting up.
paladin.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Looking at Bonalium is now run up to this man. The woman is definitely too close for me to do it without like hurting this possibly still alive woman on the altar. So I will look over to this woman hiding behind a pillar, and I will cast Magnify Gravity centered on her. It's a saving throw. She has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Um,
That's definitely this person's strong suit.
How high are the ceilings, and what are they made out of? It's just like solid sheer stone, right?
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, I won't. Yeah, that's fine then.
Yeah, the ceilings are fairly high. They won't be impacted by this Magnify Gravity.
Yeah.
It's not like the cave you were in, and they are
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
So...
But the pillar
that's
is in it.
Actually...
Not that it would do that much.
Yeah, I think with a structure like this, it probably wouldn't do much. It was more that you guys
Yeah.
were in a loose cave dug out
Oh, for
by
sure.
a creature that was not necessarily intended as a dwelling.
Yeah.
She got a 14 on her save.
I believe that
think that
if
might
it
be
matches, does it
save.
pass?
Tie goes to the roller.
Okay. So she takes half
she saves.
damage. 7 damage.
Alright, she takes 7 damage. She gasps a little at the hit. You know.
Hit me.
And then I do
She's not quite as hardy looking as her friend over here.
stand up, and I draw a random square. I go 5, 10, 15 behind this pillar, because I'm about to
Good call,
die.
Good call. Yeah.
hmm
Alright.
And I'm
Wait,
just
is
coughing
there-
blood up.
Ormoid looks at Bonalium. If I can be so mean. Reaches out, grabs your arm, and is going to cast Inflict Wounds.
Oof.
Not at level 1. There we go. First level Inflict Wound is for babies. You guys
Yeah,
are
use that one on babies.
You guys, yeah, right?
Good thing
Here,
I'm
they
not
bite.
in range for it.
So he grabs your arm, and
I'm a
let's see.
baby.
So that's going to be... What is his spell spell attack. Oof. That's a 22 to hit.
Surprisingly, my armor is not high enough to deflect that yet.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Unless
Mhm.
there
Don't
was some
forget,
sort of,
your AC is also decreased by 1.
unless there was some impotent information that needs to be shared right now. Important information? No? Okay.
It's too late for that. It has to be before the roll anyway.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I just want to remind people that, there are
They have
important
abilities
traits
that they haven't used.
that
We'll get
can
there.
be used during this boss fight.
How hurt is Bonalium already? I didn't know how hurt he was.
Remember, I've been the one taking most of the damage. I have 30.
Yeah,
I
you
have
wanted
31.
to be the tank.
Okay.
I remember.
Yeah,
you
I
telling
probably
me
wouldn't have used it
how
still then.
excited you were to be
Sorry.
the one who gets hit every single time.
We'll get there.
I will be a wall.
I am missing one of my D10s. Oh, there it is. Good news, guys. I have plenty of D10s to roll.
Is this like a modified inflict wounds that does odd, menacing fire damage?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Bonalium.
Oh no.
Rolled minimum damage, right?
He did not. He rolled a 10 on 2 of the 4 D10s. And a 5 on each of the others. Which is gonna bring us to a total of 30.
Ooh.
It's level 1?
That's level 2.
Oh, okay.
He upcast. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
He upcasted.
Okay, it's level 2. Okay.
So 30 damage.
Yes.
I have 1 hit point.
Oh my goodness.
Yup.
You lucky. I almost cast it one more, but he's almost out of those spell slots, so.
Thanks to my what's it called? Vigor, my fiendish vigor.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing to have. Alright.
This is looking real good for us, guys.
You look bad.
This is a good idea.
We got this, it's fine.
Are you done playing yet? And he
Except
just
that.
grunts. And she... It is now her turn. She is going to... Oh, that's not working. To start running this way. Can I? Your
Wait.
ready to action goes off. Use your Thorn Whip. Roll the hit.
Whip it good.
Stay right there. With a 17.
Tino.
You can pull it behind.
Yeah,
the-
I mean, let me check what her AC is with Mage Armor up, but I think that's gonna hit.
Not 17, I hope. If it's 17, we're doomed, guys.
I mean,
H armor.
it hits. It just barely hits, but it hits.
Alright.
There.
What direction is she
Guys?
running?
Stormed a temple.
Please,
Like we know what that means.
Yeah, I know,
please
right?
make sure she
What in a
can't.
stupid basement?
Yeah, but you could have stopped at any point.
I've already
Just
gone
bear
so
in
far.
It's
mind,
fine, we can still
She
stop.
keeps shouting about leaving, and you're keeping them here.
What direction was she running?
She was running to the right of the screen, so she was moving this direction.
So,
I think Thorn Whip, you just have to pull her towards yourself if you're pulling her, though, correct?
yes.
Okay, do you pull her at all?
I was
Well, first,
wondering
roll
if,
damage,
like...
but yeah.
Oh yeah, it'll do 5 damage. But if she
Okay.
was running in that direction, I wanted to pull her into the pillar. If that makes sense.
I don't think it would work that way.
That's fine too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. Sorry. Because even if she had got to the square, straight towards you wouldn't necessarily be fully into the pillar. Because at that point she would then have cover from you, actually, so then it wouldn't have hit. So I'm gonna say no. You're gonna pull her. How close? How much are you gonna pull her?
10 feet.
10 feet? Okay, 5, 10. She just makes it. And she says, I'm leaving with or without you. And reaches out to grab his arm. And he slumps, nods his head, and a outline of a door appears in light in front of her, and she pulls them both through it, and they are both gone. With that, we are mostly have initiative at the moment.
The Guardians things disappear too, or are they still there?
They are still there.
They been just standing there the whole time, or have they done anything?
They have not done anything. They are standing still.
Do they
place.
even look at us, or do they just like?
They are facing
straight ahead.
towards the stairways primarily.
Are we
Towards
still
the
in
stairway?
initiative?
What happened when
Yes.
Alistine shot
They
at
were
it?
guarding the
Basically
stairs.
nothing, right?
Yeah, it just went right through it. They're spectral in nature. You could roll an Arcana check.
I was just about to ask that.
Did
Go
you
ahead and
say
do that.
we are still in initiative?
If you want to still be in initiative, if there's anything you want to do very quickly.
I want to try to save this person.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's a good call. So Alistine would be next. Are you doing anything, Alistine?
Probably move towards everybody else
Yeah,
as
that's
much
fine.
as I can.
Yeah. Alright, Bonalium. You're next.
Okay, rush over to this person.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, how do they look?
They look pretty dead.
Dead? Not spare the dying, savable?
Mostly dead?
Not mostly dead?
How dead?
Well,
Like any
that
dismemberment
was...
or decapitation
I mean...
or exposed innards.
A spare the dying might work.
I do use spare the dying.
Okay.
Oh, come on, you're not gonna give her
She
one hit
appears
point?
to still be breathing. But she is looking very rough, and you get the feeling like she's still slipping. Like you.
I give her
I will run over and use a medicine, a healer's kit.
Healer's kit? Okay.
Yeah, or
We'll assist
unless
for you.
Sava's doing something already.
Actually, am I
gonna give
proficient in
her-
medicine? I
I was
forgot.
gonna give her a point
No,
of
I'm not. Never mind.
healing.
I mean, so if we're in initiative, you did the spare the dying, then Shui, you and Can I would probably get over. No, I'm with
It's
their movement.
it's a big room.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
You guys take some time. It will expend a use of your healer's kit.
Okay.
And or the rest of your lay on hands pool. You guys can decide which one.
What does
I
the
also still have 2 healing potions, so
Yeah.
what does the healer's kit do?
It.
That
Why is this?
I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't actually
Yeah,
heal. It just
allows
stabilizes.
you to stabilize a person, but I would let you use a use of it to contribute to this because
Okay.
healer's kit and medicine checks are kind of.
I
I
was
feel
just
like
saying,
I like for them to be able to do a little bit more because
yeah, I was
it's
just
kind of
wondering, like,
rough.
does it do anything
Yeah.
more than spare the dying would? It's like spare the dying, you're
No.
sacrificing getting a cantrip over something.
In
that-
game terms, no, it does not.
How-
But
in rules as written, no. What I am telling you right now is if one of you doesn't either use the rest of your lay on hands pool or use a use of the healer's kit, she is not going to survive. So, this is a rule I just made up right now because you hit her for 10 points of damage in the middle of a fight.
do you have anything left to heal her, Bonalium? As I'm
I
pulling
have
out
a
a.
healer's kit too.
Oh
I'm
my
pulling out a
God.
healer's
And
kit.
I will pop open a potion of healing and just.
Thank
Dump it
you,
into the
can
mouth.
I? Because otherwise she just died because you
I mean,
all-
I'm running up, opening
no,
the
I
bag,
know.
but
I mean, I was
I'm
going to do
just-
it no matter what on my own, on my turn.
okay. I will. Once we're sure that she is good, I will go back and do an Arcana check, see if I can figure out what these spirit-like beings are,
roll
and I will make sure not to get too close to them. That is
You
an
don't want to get
18.
up real close and personal?
I
and
sure
try and
don't.
figure it out?
18.
Yeah, you've heard about like some sort of like spiritual guardian. You get the impression that you are right to not want to get too close to it.
Okay.
Yeah, something that, you know.
And I assume that at some point they will just fade away and we won't have to worry
they
about.
have a duration, yes.
Okay.
What if they attack
it's a
something?
while.
Do they disappear if they attack like one thing? Are they like a one-time use thing?
No.
Do you want to roll an Arcana check, Clarissa? Alice?
I mean,
Or are you asking Joy you this in character?
yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Joy, you would know that at some point if they attack enough times,
Yeah.
they're only able to stick around either for a certain amount of time or how much damage they do. Probably don't know exactly what that is.
Can these specters move?
No, they stay in place as far as I can tell. Alistine, your shadow of yourself,
Yeah,
does it
that's what I was thinking.
hurt you
Nope.
Yeah, go for it.
I stick it in front of the guardian or one of them.
Okay, so you
Ooh, I'm a
command
ghost,
your
you're a
shadow
ghost.
to go over in front of this large, sickly, skeletal, feminine figure with glowing hair, and she just reaches out and snaps your shadow's neck, and it disappears. And she continues to stand there.
I'm not sure
Summon another one.
how many times.
All right,
in front of them.
you do it again. Let
Again.
me double check how many times it takes. I think it's 3.
How many echoes can you summon?
All of them?
Infinite.
Oh, you don't have a limit?
No.
That is awesome.
It's
He just
pretty cool.
only has one out at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, technically your echo would make a dexterity saving throw to either to take.
Can I auto fail?
Just go
Well,
fast.
yeah, if you
Yeah.
want to auto fail, that's what I was gonna say. It's just a matter of like how many echoes you said, because eventually it's going to deal enough damage. So if it auto fails, then it takes 3 times for it to disappear. Do you do that with the other one as well?
Wait.
Yeah.
But for the other one, before
Okay.
Alistine starts, I will lift the pillow and gently toss it into the specter's face.
Nothing happens.
I want to use guidance and just give it a good think about what kind of ritual they were trying to accomplish here.
Okay. Roll a.
I will
religion check.
assist him in that. Come back over and
Okay. Yeah.
slump
guidance
over near him and
In that case,
try
I'm
not to
going
pass out.
I was going to use guidance on Zwayu in that case and use her as a sounding board, pointing out so I can give her the help action instead.
I will hobble over. Do
Both
that.
are not doing great.
Great. Yeah. So
We're commiserating in
one
our
of you,
in our pain.
I like
One
get
of
up to
you-
the stairs and I sit on them and I like pull myself up a stair.
one of you roll religion with advantage and guidance. Then.
I will do that then. Religion. 21.
This appears to have been some sort of maybe a ceremony. You're not sure if that was the exact spell. It's not one that you were familiar with, but knowing that this is a goddess of death, there was clearly some death intended here.
Yeah.
And also knowing, judging by the blood stains on the altar that are not from this woman, by the way, they are older. This is probably something that has been performed here before. You know that Tolona gains power from death, particularly death in her name. So you get the impression, just with also with the fact that it was just him and the other woman here, there's nothing in particular about this woman that seemed, you know, significant to the ritual? You think it was maybe more of a, to them, mundane ritual, although still in Talona's
Oh.
to help her
Oh,
to
fun.
gain power?
Just a normal everyday killing, you know.
It's just a Monday.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
Monday
just
at the
a
office.
normal sacrificial killing.
Yeah, have a bowl of
Gotta
cereal,
love Mondays.
kill a lady.
Sitting
And
at the water
actually-
cooler. Mm.
With this realization as well, like, as you think about it, there's probably, there's definitely not as many people up in that cell as have gone missing.
Yeah.
The little boy even said, most people don't come back people don't come back from wherever they take them, so.
Are they eating?
But
Does this
with
lady-
this-
Sorry, does this lady have any features resembling that boy?
She does. She has similar hair color, and if you look at, you kind of see like the nose and the face shape are similar. With this, she does begin to wake up and just like continue laying there, stock still.
You're safe now.
Are you okay?
Where did they go? What's going on?
We're not sure. I believe that they've been sacrificing people here. I'm sorry we weren't here sooner to save more people, but looks like you're gonna be okay.
How are you feeling right now?
Where's Oslo?
He's
Did you
okay.
save Oslo? Is it?
You're safe. You're
There's-
safe.
They've got some of the mercenaries are working with them. Did you?
Safe, they're safe.
We've got it.
We've taken care
Oslo
of
is
that.
good.
She
What a
like
great
starts
child.
To get up and take me to Oslo.
Absolutely. Let's go
Let-
slow.
well-
can you stand?
Why don't we bring Oslo here? I think it seems a little quick to have you moving around while you're still injured.
I don't want him to see this place.
Anna doesn't think it's safe to bring Oslo out this far.
Yeah, I don't know, but also I don't want her just like, I don't know, maybe that's
She's,
just like
trying
real
to
world
stand
me,
up and stuff.
but
Well,
like
can we-
it does
can
not
we
seem like a
tell
good
her-
idea
She's
for her to.
definitely- she is like still grievous. Oh, I don't know. Can I? Did you actually ever give her that health potion?
I did. I thought.
You did. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. Then
Probably
actually,
better
yeah.
off than
Yeah.
enjoy you and Bonalium.
In that case, yeah, she
Fair.
looks. I mean, probably still. Well, go ahead and roll.
Okay. Potion. That will be for 7 health to heal.
He looks right as rain, honestly, at this point. But
Guess we'll take her to her child.
all right. Yeah, you guys.
I would like,
lead her out.
before we go too far, to make a perception check near the other doorways. Do we hear anything else going on?
Okay, what do you mean by the other doorways?
I mean,
So you
in this
are-
ceremony room, there's like
The
3
stairs.
stairways out. There's like
Yes,
3 other
there-
stairways
there
that we have
are
not
3
gone
other
through.
Stairways. They're not doorways.
Sorry,
They're
yes.
big open, but yes. All right. Let me think. You've taken a time. Make
I help
a
do that.
perception check. Sure.
Okay.
You can each make a perception check.
All of us? Or just the 2 of them?
Just the 2 of them. I think they're the 2 doing
that
it.
didn't
You
go
guys
well.
are with the woman, presumably.
While they're doing that, I do like
16.
take a breath and like use fiendish vigor to get 6 temp HP.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
Can
did
I
you get,
roll-
Alistine?
7.
16.
Okay. Let's see.
I've been rolling really good on perception checks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alstine's like, everything's good. Fine.
I could see.
like
There's nothing
Well,
here.
you think for a second you might hear some sort of movement, maybe near these far staircases in the corner. You guys did end up getting rid of the other spiritual guardian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume. Because I said wait, but then, yeah.
Yeah, and then I took care of it.
But then you stop for a second, and you don't hear it anymore.
Okay.
I know this won't impact anything that's already happened, but I see that everyone's being active, and I'm not very good at like keeping watch, so I'm just gonna give guidance to Alistine. I'm just maintaining that concentration. I can maintain it for 10 minutes. So next time she has to make a skill check, she can.
Sounds good.
While they're doing that, Ken, I will assist the lady to the staircase we came in from, at least the base of it, while everyone's checking everything else out.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah, you start leading her over, and she is, anxious to get out. She's, who are you people? Why are you here? How did? By the way, guidance is 1 minute, so.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Just like you'd have to be recasting it every minute. So if something comes up in the next minute, it's fine. But yeah.
I will recast it. Each
Every
time.
minute, Liam's like, "You're doing good. Keep doing it."
Yeah,
Good
the
job.
way I'm going to rule that is if when you can't cast something every minute for the rest of your life.
No, just while we're walking down the corridor.
Yes,
I'm going to
while
keep
you're
on
walking down
timer.
the corridor, that's gonna take a minute, 2 tops. That's fine if something comes up. But just like you gotta say it when the situation arises. And if I say, roll this check, you can go ahead and say guidance real quick if it's something that you would reasonably know about, or if they can turn and ask you for it. But for the sake of not breaking the game, I don't allow I have eternal guidance up. Yeah.
I'll put parameters anytime like Bonalim is actively doing it, because he wants to contribute. So this is something he is actively doing.
And I'm totally good with that. I just balancing things out, wanting to not get bogged down in rules versus being realistic. But yeah. All right.
Realistic in our fantasy dungeon magic world.
I don't want to hear it. All right. So you guys lead her back up the stairway out of here. There is actually, I meant to mention this before, but there is a more narrow hallway that branches off also to the left, right next to this staircase.
You briefly mentioned that.
Going back.
Yeah,
No, so there are 2 that branch off to the left.
Oh, okay.
One is further up, and one of them is right next to the staircase. Just to
I think right now we have a priority.
Yeah, I want to get this lady back.
We're getting her to her son.
What is this lady's name?
Do you want to ask her that?
I think that's exactly how he would ask it too.
That's fair. Actually, was that character?
What is this lady's name? She asked earlier who we were, and kind of was like,
"Oh yeah, sorry, we got interrupted in the middle of the conversation. I got distracted." So she does say, "Who are you people? Why are you here? How did you find this?"
And I and friends discovered temple because people kept going missing. That
happened to us.
Where did
can I and friends?
Yes.
Shueyu.
This group's name is Can I and Friends.
Well, if it's canon now, you guys got it.
Sounds like Barney and Friends.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh no. Yeah.
Liam.
And you?
Oh, Alistine.
Thank you for saving me, I guess.
What is this lady's name?
Oh, it's Nicole.
Nicole.
Is Nicole mother of Oslo?
Yes, is he? You said he's safe, right?
Yes, he's a very brave boy.
Yes, Oslo is in room with strangers.
He's right behind these blocked doors.
Yes.
I'll try to start
Oslo
driving
is in jail cell with
out.
strangers.
You get to the door of the guard room and realize that you did tell Harold and Meeks 10, 15 minutes ago, however long it's been, to barricade the room. And they have done a fairly good job of that so far. There's still some, Actually, Joy, you probably would have heard that as well when you were having your perception check. You heard that noise, but,
Yeah.
So you're outside the door, and she looks concerned. What's going on in there?
Just knocking on a.
It doesn't sound
bed
good.
frame.
She, tries to open the door.
Oh,
I raise
hold
my
on.
hand, just kinda-
Ken, I will just knock on the door.
Harold Mixa, it's us. We're good.
It appears to be safe now.
Are you alive?
That's what you would say if you were someone else.
Yeah, okay, Harold.
I will reveal an embarrassing moment between Harold and Ken.
Is
Okay.
the door open
Okay.
at all? Is there a crack in the door at all?
Yeah, she got it open,
Okay,
a
I'm gonna
sliver.
cast
Wait.
my summon my echo inside and then help move things out of the door.
Okay.
I wanna
Is
hear this
everything
embarrassing
okay?
thing.
And I
Are
wanted to talk about when Harold taught him about birds and bees.
I mean, you still can. This is all going on.
Nah. Not
Is
if
everything okay?
I'll
You
see.
guys, are you sure it's empty?
I don't know
Well, we've
about.
got the mom, and we didn't want to
empty.
bring her down if there was more danger, so we brought Oslo's mom back, and we need to bring her in there so she's safe.
Mommy? Oslo, are you okay? And she's really, pushing at things. You guys successfully get some stuff out of the way, and as soon as there's room, Oslo's, climbing onto the bed that's in the way of the door, and, running up into her arms, and she's hugging him and kissing him, and it is a very sweet moment. And, the tears in her eyes.
I cough up a little bit more
Are you
blood.
okay?
Well, you're
Thank
just
you,
a-
thank you all so much. Oh my god, are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Meeksa sort of peeks her head around and says, "Well, get in here. Come on. I can heal you up if I can reach you."
hobble on over.
Yeah.
wait through the door.
As
Get through.
soon as you get through Meeksa. Oh gosh, I need her character sheet up now. NPCs are a hassle. I think from now on, everything you guys do is just gonna be on your own. There's
Why
no
don't you
other
just have them
characters
all
in this
be
story.
blank slate commoners that pull chickens
No,
out
we
their
just need to
bags?
make friends
Yeah.
with every single person that comes our way, so
Yeah.
Vanessa have to have character sheets. for all of them.
We need to find more people to look for in the world.
We want to have a whole gang of people that just follow us around.
Yeah, can we hire hirelings?
Just
like
start
20?
taking children and indoctrinating them.
Why don't we just join Salona?
Let's go. Can we go back to save and just adopt
Honestly-
everyone?
Meeksa grabs, touches your arm, Shui you as soon as you're through the door, and you get, 10 hit points back.
Thank you.
That's like half your life.
It literally is
Yeah.
almost. Almost.
I'm really wiped out, guys. Are we... And you still look really bad, Bonalium. Is there anything you could do? I've got maybe one more spell in me, but Or is it safe?
I just need to rest.
I think we should
Can I
rest.
go into the other room and check on the people that are locked in the cages and see if they can leave?
You can do that. They still seem, unwilling, unable to leave.
I turn to Mixa and, with very downcast eyes, I say, "We stopped them, but they got away."
Where did they go? Are they coming back?
It had some magic
I don't
door,
think
so
so
probably
right
not.
now.
And I could not ask if they were coming back.
What?
I'm trying to get what the joke is, and I don't get it.
It's probably best that we vacate quickly.
We can't just leave these people here.
Yeah, well, I can't do anything useful until we rest. Like, sleep, rest. I don't know
Can
about
I
you
agrees.
I
I think our only option at this point is go back to town, notify some more like authorities, come back here in force.
I don't remember.
I
but
disagree. I think we should
Barricade ourselves in here. Maybe,
barricade ourselves
you know,
in and try to rest here.
Let them teleport, open a portal into this room, and slit our throats while we sleep.
Obviously, take watch.
all gonna sleep at the same time.
Okay. I don't remember if we decided this the last session, but are the people unwilling to leave? Or are they just very apathetic to leaving?
It's they will die if they leave. That was something that we had.
Yeah, we got the impression that
You
they're
got the
under a
impression
spell.
that they're under some sort of spell that would cause them harm if they attempted to leave.
If they disobeyed their magical order. So they can disobey, you know, if we convince them really well.
Okay.
Barricade ourselves in.
I think that's the best
We go
option
through the rest
here.
of this place.
We've got to. I think we have to clear this place. We have to try to bring these people back.
Find a way to break whatever enchantment has a hold on them first.
What are we gonna do about the mercenaries in the other room?
We should check on that. I'll go.
Can we send Mixa and Harold to take Nicole and Oslo and the mercenaries?
We should. I think the first thing we should do is check the mercenaries, and that might be a better idea, but it's a long trek if they get caught in the forest by themselves.
I mean, I don't know how they would take the mercenaries with them and Oslo and.
Yeah.
Mercenaries are
safely.
bound and manacled, right?
How are they gonna carry all
And
of
if-
them?
Well, I
Like
mean, they
March.
can walk.
Yes, and if there's 10 of them and 3 of these people,
There
I
were
think
6
that's.
of
I thought there were 6.
There's 6 of them. There's 6 of them, and there's still only 3, so even if they're manacled, I think this is a bad idea.
Yeah. I agree.
How dedicated to this cause do you think they were? I mean, could we just bar them out too?
You could ask.
Bar them out. Just
Bar
close
the
the temple
doors,
doors.
just-
I think we should make
But
sure
then we
they're
would deal with them
there
after.
still.
Is that
Just a
door,
thought.
that thunder door that they trapped or whatever? What if we like barricade that or something?
That's the door I was talking about. I think. I mean,
Emily does not feel
Guys.
comfortable.
Wait,
Some-
is any of
I
these?
have-
ourselves.
if it's a glyph of warding, it would have been expended, but the door could still be barred.
I have an
Is the,
idea, guys.
Is there any empty cells, or are they all filled with prisoners?
None of them lock,
there's
I
about-
believe.
Yeah, none
We
of
can
them are
jam it.
locked. There's about 10 prisoners. They're not like individual person cells, so it's like groups of people in them. But there's
Do the
room.
doors have locking mechanisms, or do you just have no locking mechanisms whatsoever?
They could presumably be locked. You would need to figure out where the keys are.
Or jam the lock?
Did we search
Find another way
the
to-
mercenaries?
We
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 took
did.
their weapons, right? We didn't find
You
any
took
keys on them.
their weapons. I don't think you like fully searched their bodies.
I have an idea, guys. I've got a little bit of magic left in me. I could disguise myself as this woman that just escaped, and they might tell us more if they believe that it's her.
Or
Think you
I
can pull
could
that
do
off?
I mean, I think it's worth a shot if we're going to rest anyways, right?
I could do that, and I turn into her.
Why don't you turn into the man? And I'll turn into the woman. If there's both of us, it's got to be more convincing, right?
Yeah.
What are we gonna ask them or tell
That's
them?
a good question. Not
I
an
can't-
expert
That will
in.
be answered after our break.
All right.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's see. I believe that Joyeux and Bonalium were just disguising themselves to go out and see the guards, which they left. Probably been between fighting, dragging them out there, questioning the ones who were still conscious. Then going down the hallway, investigating some things. Fighting, going back down talking to the prisoners, going down the stairs, fighting some more, going back up there, moving beds around, things like that. It's probably been like at least half an hour, we'll call it. Fights are quick, talking is less quick.
How do we want to go about this?
What is our goal here? Do we want them to leave?
Do we want them to leave?
I don't know. What do we want?
think
What do we
so.
want from them? Information? Because
We
we should
want
already have information.
We want any information they haven't given us. If we drag one of them out, how do we... it seems suspicious if we drag one of them out. One of us drags one of them out, and then they come and interrogate. But if we can get one of them separate, I feel like I have a good feeling that we could ensure that they would believe the disguise.
Well, sure, believe in the disguise, but that doesn't answer the question. What is our goal here?
Our goal here is to get any information from them that they haven't told us.
What information?
You want to go in there and ask them what they are doing here? So ask like, what are we doing in this temple that we've been telling you to protect?
What was our plan again? I forgot.
We didn't come up with a plan yet. I'm not great at interrogating people, guys.
Okay,
this is
that's what
probably
we're
my
planning.
first
That's what we're
time.
planning
You
right
don't know
now.
what you're doing.
We know what happened with the whole surprise cart attack. That all fell apart because you can't act for shit. So let's try and figure out what you're gonna say.
What we could do is use this opportunity to kind of be a pushing point for them to abandon their following in Telona.
That's fair.
Treat them like poorly because they failed failed guarding the temple, and say like Tolona demands sacrifice, unless they're not willing to follow Tolona anymore, challenge their faith and then make them flee. Say like, you know what, I'm, no longer want to be a follower of Tolona and make them run away.
Yes, can I think
Mixa?
banishing them from the temple?
I'm curious to see what your opinion on this is. Do you think that these people, if we could convince them to stop following Tolona, you said these were unsavory people, do you think they would still do harm to others?
To me, it seems like I don't want to jump to conclusions on anyone based on what the prisoners said. I mean, if I rounded up all these people and said either you're going to follow Tolona or die, I wouldn't be surprised that if these guys were the ones who just jumped on board and said, okay, we follow Tolona now, with the promise of gold or whatever else to help them along. On the other hand, if they did sort of fight back at that, I wouldn't be surprised if these were the ones who had their minds more easily bent with magic as well. I mean, they're not great people from what I know of a few of them. I don't know all of them all personally.
Are they worthy of redemption? Of giving them a chance towards righting their wrongs?
I'm watching how Bonalium reacts to this.
As much as anyone else, I guess. Honestly, if it were up to me, I'd just send them back and hope they didn't do it again, but...
Then that's what we do. We will, impersonate Tormoid.
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 Yes. T-O-R?
We don't even know the other lady's name, though, do we?
I believe one of the prisoners at some point told you that it was Priscilla. If not, you figured that out at some point among the
I
Abyssal.
wouldn't be saying her name if I was impersonating her anyways, would I?
I would.
I mean, we can avoid saying our names and the words that we choose.
You gotta get into character, Jueyu. You gotta have all the details to be this person. They might figure you out.
It's like you didn't have acting classes at your monastery.
It's almost like I have no practice with this. You're right. Wow, that's strange.
So listen to us. We're obviously better at acting.
Yes, definitely. That seems pretty clear. I still... Yeah, I think we should just go in there and tell them to leave.
Kenai wants to know what happens if they don't.
It's not good enough that they leave. They have to abandon Tolona.
Yes, obviously. We tell them that they're lucky that we're sparing them at that, and we kick them out.
I would say that we threaten them with death, like that Tolona, for their failure, Tolona demands that they sacrifice themselves and commit suicide. And then
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
They're not going to
think about what you're saying.
They're not going to do it. They're going to abandon it and run away.
You don't know that. You can't say that.
Kenai doesn't understand. Kenai doesn't understand how pain of death will convince the mercenaries, considering Bonaleum already tried that, although as a different person.
I threatened to justice them.
That's
they
the
didn't-
same
Not pain of death.
thing.
And they didn't want
I-
to be justiced.
I
So
mean, they did speak up a bit after that, to be fair, but I guess what I'm wondering is if granted they're not very intelligent, but is it really believable that these people who snatched them and messed with their minds are then gonna go tell them to run free? And if they did, I mean, if your whole idea is to see whether they are loyal to Lona, what if their minds are messed with and they won't leave because of that?
And we lock them up in the...
Also, yeah, what does it matter if they're loyal to Talona? How does this benefit the...
It just sounds like Bonaleum's getting real excited with those,
Well,
real itchy
wait.
on that sword hilt.
Makes it. If they are so loyal to Talona that they're not going to abandon Talona by fear of death, then we don't want them running out there anyways, right? So then we should be locking
Yes.
them up. That's a good way to tell who we should be letting go.
Locking them up is fine. I don't like the way that Bonaleum likes to go around justicing whoever he sees fit.
Can we call it what it is? It is killing people.
It is killing people.
Killing people.
And your fancy paladin mind smite? I don't see through that.
I am genuinely confused.
You really
Look.
don't know, do you? I don't think
What?
now is the time to talk about this. Anyways,
Hey, don't know what?
not all the powers he has are, holy in nature. They're
That is not what divine magic looks like.
he's gotten power from
No.
something else. I was hoping to do some research before I brought this up with him, but it's pretty clear that something else is
I want to look at that fancy symbol on his sword.
What? And
I agree.
I pull out my sword. I'm like, what do you want? You're
Do
treating me
This
like
isn't-
I'm the enemy.
This isn't the fight that I'm interested in getting in right now.
I get a glance at
I
the
need to sleep.
symbol on his sword?
If he holds it out, I mean, sure, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Can I make a check to see if I
Yeah, make a religion check.
19.
I mean, yeah, I thought you probably... What's your history? Are you proficient in religion?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, then you definitely, you recognize that as the symbol of Zariel.
I won't say anything about it, but
This isn't the fight we need to have now. I just want to make sure we're not going to go out there and start slaughtering people when we don't know if they're in their
we're
right
not
minds.
slaughtering anyone, and we're not telling anyone to kill themselves.
Okay, so what are we telling them to do? What are we saying to them?
Wait. Oh, then we can say, how about this? Wait for orders in the gel cell.
In this
What are
jail
we
cell?
doing? What
Why
are we
are
doing
we-
with
We
the
We can't
people
move these
here?
people.
Why would we not convince them to stop following Talona? I thought that was the point here.
Because the catch is we don't know if they're being brainwashed. So if they're being, or like magically forced.
Would I know if detect magic would sense things like that?
That's always sort of a tough one with detect magic. Yeah, I think you would probably be able to sense something like that.
Okay. I can check to see if they're under some kind of mind-altering effect still, and then we
Will you be
can
able-
decide from there.
Will you be able to do that while you're disguised?
Oh yeah, I can cast that outside of the room and disguise and go in.
Can I still wonders what Shweyu and Bonalium will do if the mercenaries do not wish to leave?
Then we'll leave them tied up here for now.
In that room or bring here?
No, we don't trust these people. I wouldn't bring them in here with these other prisoners.
The longer
Why
we wait and let
not?
them rest, they're going to get stronger.
I think we go talk to them now. If they don't leave, and even if they do leave, I think we bar that door and then we come back here and rest.
Still doesn't understand why it is harmful for the mercenaries to be in this room if they are tied up still.
I suppose if they're tied up, put in their own cell, is there a cell with enough room for all of them? We'd have to put them with the other prisoners, right?
They're large enough cells that you could divide the prisoners and the
They
mercenaries.
can't leave the cells, right?
They can't leave the cells,
So we
can they?
couldn't move them from another cell into a different cell.
Well,
I mean, you didn't try that. You tried to get them to leave the temple, but
That's fair.
yeah. So if we can just kind of isolate one cell and
Yeah.
then hold the door closed, even with just rope, that's fine.
That's fair. I don't have issue with that plan.
I turn to Oswald and Nicole. Have you before the priest would move people out of this room? Did they have to do any sort of special preparation, or have you ever seen them move people between cells?
I mean, they told us mostly to just, stay and cooperate, but I mean, I was able to walk when they led me out. I don't know. You could probably ask them.
If you looked like the person and they believed that you were the person, do you think it would still work to order them to do something? If you look like the priest?
I don't know if it works like that.
They can sense when they're actively going against something, so they're not going to accidentally break the rule.
Okay.
And
Yes, that was what I thought. We would just
there's no
assumed
risk
it.
of accidentally killing them.
Yes.
Okay.
There is, yes.
Everyone will be
So,
cheered up by the adorable cat. Look at him.
Kitten.
I see
He's so
no
cute.
harm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I'll let
see
you-
no harm in trying this. It either works or doesn't, right?
I will trust you. All right. So we will go to the prisoners.
Okay.
Let them know that
I'll let
they've
you
been
do this
released.
one. Because I can only do this so many times.
Let them know that they've been released. That those intruders really gave us a good thumping, and we've seen the error of our ways. We're all free to
is
leave.
are you planning, or is this happening in real time now?
I'm planning. I'm double checking. Like, is this what
Okay.
we're?
I
doing?
mean, maybe let's word it a little differently.
Yeah, he seemed like
How about
kind of
this?
not so much a happy-go-lucky kind of
I have an
guy.
idea, guys. The three of us force Bonalium in as if we are forcing him to tell these prisoners to do this. I think that's our best plan here.
Yeah. So
You guys good with
can-
that?
Yeah.
And then I should but wait, hold on. Like if they have to leave, they're going to walk by all the mercenaries. Someone before I do this, we should check that the mercenaries are still
Yes, we should deal with the mercenaries first. I think we should, yeah, one thing at a time. Let's deal with the mercenaries first, and then we can plan.
But we also need an empty cell for the mercenaries to go into in case they are.
Well, we
so
don't know
like,
that yet. If we decide that we do need a cell for the mercenaries,
can someone sneak and check out if the mercenaries are still tied up or not? Like if they're tied up still, then we can release the prisoners safely.
Okay. I go run over
Yeah,
to the room and
I
see
guess.
if they're still in there.
I give you guidance as you do.
Roll a stealth check.
My gun. Oh, you gave me guidance. That's good. That's a D4?
yeah, plus
Yes.
D4.
I thought you said she got a 54.
Yeah, I got a 54.
Yup.
That
No, she's not a rogue.
Alistine is secretly a level 20 rogue.
It's 17.
Alright, let's see. You sneak around, sort of peek through the doorway. Remind me, did you guys snuff out both of the torches or just the one torch?
It would have been both because we used the second one
Yeah,
to
one
light the
fell
fire.
in
So we
yeah.
would have had to put the fire out.
And I have dark vision, so...
You do have dark vision, but I was just curious.
Yes.
You see 3 awake. Yeah, definitely does not notice you. Trying to work his way out of his binds. And the other 2 who had been awake when you left are nowhere to be seen.
Oh, shit. They were the ones with the shackles?
Yes.
Oh.
They just did
And I don't-
out, or
Can I listen for any sounds, like, in the hallway?
In which hallway?
Like, the hallway next to the...
2 is still within the dungeon, just the other branch that you guys haven't gone down yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, roll a perception check.
I still have guidance.
Did you
Just
use it
once.
with the stealth?
Yes, it's once.
It gets consumed.
That's a 10. Perception is great.
Yeah, you don't hear anything down the other way.
you see with those half-elf eyes.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, I'll run back to the room that we were in.
Okay.
2 of the guys are gone.
That's concerning.
Yeah.
I think we should come up with another plan here then. I think
We should probably
And
barricade
I-
ourselves
yeah.
and
Kanai's
get a
idea
rest.
is right, but
yeah. They can stay in there. There was 1 of them was awake and trying to escape. 3 were unconscious and then 2 were gone. And
do
they
we
were-
want to bring them in
Bring
here?
the remainders in here?
I think
Yeah.
I think that the first thing we should do then is try to convince these prisoners to leave. I think that we should tell them to follow our directions, or have this person that casts a spell on them follow our directions, because we can tell them to stay here tonight so that we avoid having
Or-
that interaction, and we can help them get back to town safely.
Maybe Kenai thinks it is best to not tell them that till after after we have secured safe passage and accounted for the missing.
I don't see why that benefits us to wait.
I don't see why it benefits us to do this now.
They will know if they have their free will or not.
My concern is like if we release all of these people and the two missing are like at the.
We're not releasing. We're telling them that they're free to go, and then we're telling them as this follower of Talona, we are telling them they are free to go and they are released from the spell. And then us, as our party, will tell them to stay here tonight, and we will escort them back.
Kenai does not know these prisoners well. Kenai cannot predict what their actions may be. Kenai thinks maybe if we tell them they're free-willed, they might just leave without us telling them to.
These are obviously the ones that are more intelligent, less likely to. I don't think that would be an issue.
Well, it's not right to keep them controlled. Like if
I just don't see the benefit.
And I think it is better to protect if they are controlled.
If they are controlled, yes, it's good to protect. But if there is we just have an idea that would break the control, and I think it would be immoral to not attempt to break the.
Kenai says do that later when it is more beneficial for them to not be controlled.
If we break the control now, they're not going to try to escape from us. I don't see what the concern is.
If we tell them that there's danger outside that they could die from.
They're scared. They're not dumb.
Mixa kind of
Alistine.
pops in and says, I don't want to, tell you what to do here, but if this is the spell I'm thinking it might, I think it's just the one direction that they have to follow. I don't know if going in and saying, oh, you don't have to anymore will take that away. I think you give them a command. So, I mean, Nicole said that they had to stay and cooperate. I don't know that you telling them they're allowed to leave will undo that, even if you're that. They think you're that person.
Can we say, you no longer need to cooperate? Would that break it?
It's that if you can find a way to get around that
case,
command, maybe, but you can't undo the existing command. I think they're stuck here.
Well, can we just say,
if we give them a new command?
Unless you're casting the spell again or getting rid of the old one, it's just the first command.
Kenai says if the party does not understand the magic in play 100%, the safer thing is to stay controlled. Uncontrolled magic causes dangers.
There are clerics that can fix this sort of thing, just,
right now?
More powerful than me.
Then let them keep safe,
or
under control.
Eventually it will wear off.
While I disagree with your reasoning in this specific point, Ken, I believe I agree with some of your first reasoning, and I think that if Mixa's right, we obviously won't be able to stop this anyways. I think that discussing this is, I guess, no longer relevant.
It is more harmful to allow people the possibility of free will at this moment.
We're already keeping an eye out for those two that are on the loose, so we don't need to be looking out for another 10 or 12 other people that we don't know.
I don't know that I agree with the reasoning, but I agree with
to be clear,
the outcome.
Is okay with releasing them later when it is safe.
I understand that. Yeah.
It's-
While I
Free-
disagree with
Hey,
your reasoning,
Free will is great as long as everyone uses it the way that I want them to.
Can I just say I really appreciate how like everyone's come back to the same problem. Like Bonaliam is really high with charisma, so he's like, what is the moral choice to do? Kanai is really high with wisdom, what is the wise decision to do in keeping everyone safe? And Shwai's in high intelligence, like, okay, what is the pragmatic approach?
Shuei is like, what's the smartest thing to do? And Alistine is what's the quickest thing to do, right?
High dex.
That's why I said,
While
I don't know
I
if
don't-
that's actually what she was saying, but kinda.
while I don't agree with your reasoning, I do agree with your outcome and what you guys. I think we're all on the same page here, though we disagree on the reasoning for doing it. I think that we should leave them there for now. It seems fairly clear that this will not help us to attempt this anyways.
The question now is, what about the mercenaries?
What
that
do
are
we
still
do
left
about
in
the
that
guards?
room?
Bring them in
I-
here, keep them tied.
I agree. We
in
put
a
them in a
corner.
cell.
Okay,
Or
let's
in a cell.
do that. Let's barricade and let's sleep.
In that case, there's no need to
Yeah.
discuss.
Yeah,
just do
no
it.
need
Let's
to
move.
disguise. I think
Yeah.
we should ask them if they saw where the other people went.
Can I intimidate them?
I think
Well,
that's
there was
gonna
only
be.
one that was awake
Yeah.
enough to even know.
Can I
Yeah,
intimidate him?
I'm fine with that.
I mean, I see no other way to get this information.
I mean, we could still go on with the whole Bonaliam goes up under the guise of that stony man,
I mean,
and
if we're
then
gonna leave
asks
them
him
in-
that question.
Oh,
I don't know.
and then
I mean,
after I think-
if those two are lurking around somewhere, then you'd probably be safer walking in there with your disguises on, right? They wouldn't
That's
attack
fair.
those two. If
Fair
you guys
enough.
can drag them back in here and tell them, like, you guys messed up. Now you're locked up too.
Well, I mean, you guys can follow me and just pretend to be hypnotized. That way,
Or you,
because
I mean, they could wait just around the corner as well.
yeah, I just don't want to go alone because I am not feeling very sturdy.
Yeah, I think that if they wait around the corner, we go in. If I go in and there's only one of, you said there's only one of them awake currently, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if we don't wake the other ones up, I have a strong feeling that we can ensure that this person believes in the guys.
And that one guy that was awake was trying to break out, so I don't know how long it was gonna take him. He might be out.
Okay.
So we should
Alright,
do
let's
this
do it.
quick.
I'm going to disguise myself as Tormund and make him look injured, but not grievous.
And I will be the woman
So,
and yes. And I will do no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna look like her robes are like maybe like ruffled or like, you know, torn sleeve or something, but nothing like she's not injured necessarily. And I will
So,
follow
The two of
Bonaliam's
you
lead.
Are going down the hallway. Kanai and Alistine, are you like posting
want
up?
to
Are you
wait.
staying in the guard room, or are you gonna post up in one of the hallways?
No,
or
I
what?
want to wait at that intersection.
Yeah.
At the T intersection,
The
just by the
T, yeah.
entryway. Okay.
Yeah. Well, not by the entryway, the other T, the one that leads to the stair hallway, and the one that leads to the bedroom, or this dormitory or whatever, like that
All right,
intersection.
that
Oh,
would
okay.
put you farther away from the.
Yeah, the
entry.
stairway hallway was back farther.
Oh,
from
it was
this
farther,
hallway.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
And I'd follow also being stealthy.
Yeah. So are you guys going to wait in the T intersection by the entryway then, just so I have an idea? Or
Yes.
okay.
I'm gonna first
Are you
give
good
guidance.
with that, Kanai?
Whatever intersection's closer to the bedroom, the dormitory area or whatever, the
Okay.
barracks.
That's
If
good.
there's
Okay, so Kanai, you're where the like guard room branches off, and Alistine, you're where the entryway branches off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
if they're stealthy, and I do want to give guidance to Kanai, up until we get to that T intersection, and then I'll give guidance to Zhuayu just before we go in.
No. I would like you to do the talking. I
You're
think
still
you'll
coming
do
with me
better
into the
here.
room, right?
Yes, I'm following you, but
Okay.
you're
in
doing
case
the
you do have
talking.
Yes, I'm going to do the talking, but in case you do have to talk, I want you to have guidance for at least
All
the
right.
first time you say anything.
It is okay, Shueyu. If Shueyu must talk, just say you have to get out of here, because that is all that lady kept saying.
We have
That's
to get out
fair.
of here.
To be fair, you only heard
Yeah,
it
we
the
didn't-
first time she said that. The rest of it was in Abyssal.
Oh.
You heard her at the beginning.
Ooh,
Yeah.
It was in common originally, then she switched to Abyssal once you guys got close enough to the room.
Oh, Zhuayu, really quick. I'm going to teach you a few words in Abyssal. Here's how you say some curse words.
Okay.
Can you go ahead and do that for us?
Okay, if you have to say, let's go with.
Does Bodilium know any curse words in common?
Like actual curses, not like
Yeah.
it's like fire. I don't know curses.
I feel like, being
The
around a lot of
curse
other.
of fire.
Only the most powerful witches can do that one.
Yes.
You're fired.
You know for a fact, being in a school, doesn't matter how, disciplined the school is, the kids are going to find the curse words and they're going
Oh,
to.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if Bodilium specifically.
Oh, when you learn a new language, that's like one of the first things you look for.
right?
Right?
Maybe
Maybe that was just me.
because
Yeah.
Bodilium's a good kid.
Yeah.
He wrote a book report on cuss words.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I think he still would know curses, even if he
Anyways,
tries to avoid saying
He like
it.
whispers it to
Yeah,
Shueyu
yeah.
and like giggles.
This is how you say butts. Actually, no, that's how he says. So, I'm going to teach you some curse words. This word means butthole, but it's not butthole. It's the bad butthole.
Donkey hole.
Bad butthole.
Can I knows about donkey
like
holes?
a
Wait. Never mind.
And
a bad butthole, like a. Never mind. I don't
Sure
understand.
this is going to come
Anyways,
up in your interrogation.
Yep.
yeah, this seems unnecessary.
I'm going to teach him. Actually, I'm going to teach him or her. Sorry, I'm going to teach her idiots. I'm going to teach her how to say, get out. And I'm going to teach her how to say, idiots, get out, and probably what else?
Where's the
would be-
bathroom?
Oh.
The important things. Okay, so after like
Yeah.
10 minutes of Bodilium talking
Shut
about
up.
all these cuss words.
We already disguised, and he's like, "Oh wait."
Idiots, shut up, and what was the other one that I said?
It doesn't matter.
Get out.
Get out.
Get
Yeah.
out.
All right. You guys move down the hallway. Kenna, you're far enough back. You don't need to. Alistine, do roll a stealth check, please.
Oh, I got a nat 20. You can't see me
Nice.
at all.
You're very sneaky.
You
can't
disappear
see
in the
her, and
wall.
she can't see anyone else either.
Yeah, I know, right?
She becomes a sentient object.
I am the
Okay,
echo.
Yes. Alright, so Bonalium, Joyeux, describe to me what you do.
I follow Bonalium's lead
Mm-hmm.
because I don't do this.
I charge in and I shout in abyssal failures, and then I go back to common, like I the one person that's still like cognizant. I use thaumaturgy to kind of make my voice rumble and like the ground shake. Like, you had one job. Why did I even hire you?
This guy, like, who was like sitting there working at his like the vines around his feet at that point, jumps and goes, it's not my fault. They stuck up on us, and it was real bad.
Huh.
And
Hush! You said snuck up. We all heard the door when they broke the glyph. How can you say that they snuck up on you?
okay, snuck might be the wrong word. There was a lot of them. They were really big. We got a few of them, I think, but you know, the ooze
Really?
swallowed up
Because
the
they were
bodies.
looking really healthy when they interrupted the ceremony.
I roll an intimidation check, please, with advantage.
They have no reason to see into our disguises, do they?
Not at this point.
Okay.
I'm glad I got advantage
Not
on
that
that
you
because the
would-
first one was a 3, second one was a 17, so that's 23 or 22.
Okay. Joyeux, with your passive perception, you see a small puddle form around this poor man's waist.
And
On
she,
the ground.
because it's
Is it
dark
a black
in there.
puddle?
Oh, you know what? You're right. Joyeux sees nothing, by the way. I was gonna say that and then forgot. Yeah, Joyeux sees nothing.
Oh.
But the smell.
Wait, were these humans?
There were probably.
I forgot to ask.
I
No,
don't
I mean the people that we're
remember
impersonating.
exactly. Oh, the people that you're impersonating?
Yes. I might have missed that.
I mean, you didn't really look that hard during the fight. So, the Tormoid was not human.
Yes.
Priscilla, was, medium humanoid, you know, could have
Okay.
been human, could have been elvish, could have been...
On closer
Okay.
inspection, Shueyu just looks blurry, like some weird,
Yeah.
very generic humanoid.
I mean, you got enough of a look at her, but then, like, if someone moved your hair back, are the ears pointy or not? Who knows? You know, yeah.
One is and one isn't.
Literally 50-50.
Yeah, so, but yes, that is a good point, that, Shui,
Okay.
you don't see anything, and the guy on the ground is also, well, actually, no, I think he would be one of the dwarves, so he's probably okay. Dwarves have dark vision, but yeah, the other ones left. They didn't even stick around. They just ran for it.
I wave my hand.
Not me, though.
Huh, right. I can see that you are totally in a position to make that decision. It doesn't matter. The other ones, Talona would deal with.
Praise her.
So I say, is he the one in manacles, or is he like actually bound?
He is bound in rope. The two in manacles are the two that got away.
Are the manacles on the
The
ground, or
other-
are they gone as well?
They are gone. You don't know that.
Okay,
You're not in there.
that's fair.
You don't even what's going on.
And it's a big room, like
Ah.
a big dark room. Even with dark vision, you guys probably can't see every corner of it and stuff, so you don't know.
I look around. Was the one that I left in charge one of the ones that ran off?
Yeah, both of them.
Did they leave behind anything?
I don't know. I woke up and they were gone. They might have. Those guys might have killed. They probably killed them.
I turn around and like, so wait, hold on. You woke, did they leave or were they gone when you woke up? You're changing your story.
What? No, that's what I said the whole time. What did I say?
You said that they left? Or when you woke up they weren't here? It's
Yeah.
a very different story.
Yep.
You're not lying to me, right? Talona would know if you're lying.
They knocked me out and I woke here and I was tied up and I think I don't know. I don't know, but I don't know.
I take a deep breath and I turn to Priscilla. I take her to the side and I feign being super annoyed and then
He leans down and pulls harder on the ropes on his feet.
I try to get a wall of privacy with his wife. I'm like, so what do we do now?
We take them back. We'll have to sacrifice them another day.
No, you said if I joined. You said if I helped you.
That was before you failed us.
I stayed. I didn't.
Of your own free will? And I point at the binds.
I didn't get a chance. Please.
So if the binds were unbound, you would just run away. You would abandon Talona.
No, that's why I didn't get a chance. I was trying to get unbound so I could come stop them again.
You know what? We will allow Talona to test your fate. I'm going to unbind his legs, but keep the rest of him bound. Can you stand?
He starts to stand, kind of falls back on his butt, and then stands up. Just his pants are very wet. And he's kind of shaking there.
We take him back, throw him in the prison, we sacrifice him tomorrow.
Talona will let us know if you are worthy for continuing in her service. Will you kindly march back to the cells?
Yeah, yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I march in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And as I turn around the corner to Alistair and Counter, I'm pretend like you're hypnotized.
They can't see me anyways.
Oh yeah. I look for Alistair.
The wall whispers.
Yeah, Bonalium, you definitely don't see Alistair there.
Who's here?
You're hypnotized.
Elf lady, come back over here.
I walk over looking hypnotized, I guess.
Will you?
Both of you roll performance checks.
Wait, Cameron's not here
No,
yet,
not
is
Bonalium. Shui, you and Alistair roll performance
I'm really
checks.
good at performance.
Zwayu does get guidance.
Shui, does get guidance.
I'm gonna need it.
Mostly just curious, but if it goes really badly, we'll see.
I got an 8.
Mine's a 7, but if he seems, I will use a portent. So he rolls a 6.
There. Okay.
Wait,
Can
something
I get
important.
advantage on this though?
Yeah, is my performance giving them advantage? Am I giving the help action technically?
No, you're doing. He doesn't see through it because of the portent. What you are doing aloud. I mean, but he had disadvantage to see through it, but you guys both still. He's distracted anyway. Mostly, you would have had to like roll a crit fail probably for him to get suspicious. And then he still would have had to try and see through the disguise probably, but I was I just for fun to see how good of a job you guys are doing. It's not very good.
But I had a good feeling about it, so it went great.
It looks out like
I knew.
no, Tom.
I know how to be hypnotized.
Yeah. Alright, you lead this poor sad man back to the cells.
Well, the others collect the remaining failures and bring them to the cells.
Are you saying this?
Yes.
To me?
Yes.
Okay, I guess I start dragging them back, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, easily enough you drag them back.
I'm not much help.
Well, you don't have to drag it. You can pretend.
You find
have
that
slaves.
the prisoners can't feel like they can't leave the temple, but just through like sort of talking with Nicole and Meeks and stuff, they can move cells or like move around cells.
Okay.
And they had been occasionally summoned to come and do things around the temple.
So they could probably
so as long as
stay
they're-
within the room.
Yeah, they could stay.
Okay.
I mean, they could even go to like a different room if you wanted, but they can't leave the temple. Is
Okay.
what it seems to be.
Okay. I mean, if
I walk into the cell room and I'm like, this room is being repurposed. Will all of you please exit this room? So I get the prisoners to leave the
Yeah.
room while the
Yeah.
other guys take place.
Okay. Yeah.
I assume they're like visibly scared again. The prisoners.
I was.
We didn't tell them we were
didn't know.
doing
I
this.
was going to sort of allow you guys to sort of summarize what you're doing. If you want
Yeah.
to play it out in character and you want to be Tormoid as you're doing it, you can. I was like through speaking with Nicole and stuff, you get the idea that the prisoners, you wouldn't need to do that for them to be able to still move out.
Well, we still want the mercenaries to think that they're.
Yeah,
there.
that's totally fair. Just like you could let them
Yeah.
know if you wanted to, or not.
Wink, wink.
I mean, our bad acting, I'm sure some of them notice anyways.
I mean,
Speak for yourself.
Gary doesn't really see the point in this.
It's all
I'll
a
just
very
wrap him up
good
anyway.
show for this one conscious guy. but-
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll
fair.
take
Like,
it.
it could be useful. I mean, it is good to know they are still
Just
under the
keep them
impression.
tied up.
I guess we attempt to bar these doors in some way.
Yeah. So you guys are going to have to explain to me what you're doing about locking these doors because you do not have keys to these
Well,
locks.
Can I meant to just tie the doors closed with a lot of rope?
I agree.
We're just keeping them in one cell, right? And I think we should keep them still tied up in the cell.
I agree.
Which direction does the doorway from between the bedroom to the opening towards the cell
In-
room?
Into the third room. Into 3. It opens
There's
three.
like room.
When we put the
Each-
people in.
Yeah, they have numbers on them.
Well, the
Yeah.
stream can't see that anyways, so.
No, that's
Yeah,
fair.
but I asked that question earlier because I was just going to barricade that door if it opened into 2. But since it opens into 3, we
opens
can't really do
into
that.
3 for not exactly that reason, but yeah, I mean it's the guard room
Does the
outside
room
of
lock?
the prison room.
Does the door lock?
Again, you don't. Not with like a lock that you have the key to. It's not just like a push button lock or
Can
something.
Can we search the unconscious mercenaries and the conscious guy to make sure he doesn't have like key?
You can. Are you doing that as Alistine the robot who is hypnotized? Or are you doing that as these people who would be...
If
would-
if I follow them out, I would like whisper to Bonalium, like, we need to search them.
Discard anything that you have in your pockets or anything that you have equipped, please. You two, will you remove anything that the other failures are holding?
He's still
Alright.
tied up. Can you guys remove his... Check him as well.
We do
Yeah,
that.
he's still tied up.
Yeah.
Searching their bodies.
Didn't we already search them once?
We took their weapons.
You
Oh, we took their weapons,
weapons,
yeah.
You did not search them,
There.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Searching their bodies, you do find a bit of gold. You do not find any keys.
Mm. What was the guy using to try and cut his ropes off, or was he just like trying to untie them?
He was trying to like work at them with his hands and feet. He didn't have anything, and a weapon or anything to try and use on them. He was just trying to force them one way or the other, get them untied. Like, continue in the meantime.
I say to him, remind me, how long has it been since you've been in our service?
I don't know, a couple 10 days, maybe? Probably not even quite that long. I don't know, I wasn't keeping a journal.
Did you serve another deity before us?
Was it he?
Another god, boy.
What's a god boy? You're not supposed to make the joke before I get to. A god boy? No, what?
Do you even remember? You know, I've already said it once, but do you even know the tenets of Talona?
No.
Do you serve Talona?
Yes.
And yet you don't know the tenets.
Does Bonalium know
I'm
the
new.
tenets?
You just...
He wrote a report.
Oh,
I haven't
What is a
been here
report?
that long. I've been
Like a
I've
book.
been trying. I thought my job
I
was
wrote a
mostly
book.
just to get more people on board and stuff.
It
you
was.
think Shwayu has written or has read Bonalium's book?
Maybe if you
No,
you actually
he's really
served
old.
Talona a bit more,
Oh,
you would have been successful in serving us
Like,
as
look over at
adequately
them.
as we had wanted.
We're being sneaky
Yeah.
though.
Quit chatting, you
okay.
hooligans.
I leave.
On them, you found actually
10,000
you
gold.
you got
1
20
million gold.
gold,
we
20
found two
and-
levels on them.
20 gold, and 7 platinum pieces.
Oh,
7
90
flats?
gold?
Yeah,
That's
These guys
90
are
gold, right?
rich. What?
Ah, what?
We almost didn't even search them.
Jeez. Could you imagine if we had searched the actual captain and the other one?
Maybe they would have had a key.
They probably would have had a key.
I suspect these guys.
Yeah, as soon as Alistine says that, you all go, oh, yeah, probably the people in charge had the keys.
We should
So
quit our delaying here. I think we bar the doors and we take our leave.
you guys, I really don't think that he was worshipping Talona. I think he was just being paid. I think these guys were paid mercenaries.
Said saying so this whole time. The real corruption is money, but you need money to buy house.
Which means, like,
Capitalism!
Oh,
It's the real enemy!
I will walk back into the room. I will cast Detect Magic, and then I will walk back into the room.
Okay.
Do I sense that any of them are being brainwashed?
You do
Between
not sense any like active spells,
Magic.
charm spells, or active
Okay.
magic on them.
I think we let them go tomorrow, but I think at this point we let them stew for the night. Release them tomorrow.
I could get some stew.
Wait, so can I think maybe we get the not mercenaries into the bedroom and have them at least rest upon the beds here?
But yeah.
We're leaving the mercenaries we're leaving in the cells, and we'll bring some bedding or something for them. The other people we will leave in bedding outside of the cells, away from the mercenaries. 2
Yeah.
rooms over.
Like
Yeah, I mean-
settle them up in the actual like bedroom.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. But are you keeping in disguise with the people who were not the mercenaries?
No. I will, once we're dealt with the mercenaries, I think we will drop it and let them know what has happened.
All right. So you do all that. The people there are very thankful, but still, unable to leave. A
Yeah.
bit anxious to try and figure out a way out of this. Are you all settling down as well for a long rest?
Yes.
All right.
And we all take watches.
Yeah, so Harold and Mixa can also help take watches, as well as Nicole offers to help take a watch as well. So I don't know if you guys want to pair up at all, or...
We
That'd
should
probably
double
be a
up.
good idea.
Yeah, double up as much as we can.
All right, who's taking first watch?
I can.
I'm
Alright.
basically dead, so
Yeah, you can
I would
get
like
some
to
sleep,
not.
sleep off all those
Let
wounds.
let Bonley make sure you rest first. Can I
Yeah.
take second watch?
All right, Mixa will stay up with you, Alistine. So go ahead and roll a perception check. She will as well.
Here we go. Oh, that was better than. It was a 15.
Okay. Yeah, you guys sit there for a while. After a little bit, she says, She looks around. You know, there's something wrong with that tiefling, right? Not that he's a tiefling. I don't care about that, but that's not... There's plenty of paladins, the temple that I trained in, and that's not divine magic.
I mean, all magic looks the same to me, so I have no idea. I mean, I make a magic, like, shadow version of myself come out of the air. I don't know what...
Yeah,
What are
I
you
don't know
talking
what
about?
that is either, because that's sure as hell not divine magic either, but, you know.
What do you mean
I'm-
he's... something wrong with him?
People with powers like that usually gave something of themselves to get that.
like, of their souls?
Something like that, yeah.
think
Usually
he's
there's
dangerous?
some sort of I don't know.
He keeps talking about this school he went to save. Have you ever heard of that?
if she's ever heard of that. No idea. But doesn't seem like they did such a good job on him.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the best school. Keeps on talking about having to, like, punish himself there, and, you know, they try to teach him to do things right, and this whole justice thing, like, what's that about?
That's yeah, there's some real messed up stuff in this world.
You're telling me.
Yeah, I don't know. I just that's keep an eye on him. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
How'd you find him anyway?
he just walked out of nowhere, I guess. I don't know. We ended up on a job together, and he kind of stuck around.
Way as any, I guess, but yeah. Keep an eye on him.
Thanks. Do that.
Alright. So Kanae's on second watch. Harold will join you if you would like.
Aww.
And
Just
I'd
like
be
old times.
Thrilled.
Except for in a dungeon.
Yes. In the dungeon, watching over a bunch of strangers. Something we did a lot in our past.
We don't know.
Just like old times.
I mean, I get that sounds kind of weird. A little more weird. More think about it.
Anyways.
Right.
Harold Kenai is very sorry that Harold was brought along to this mess.
I mean, I sort of invited myself, can't I? It's okay. To be honest, I haven't felt so alive in years. I just wish I could do something useful.
Kenai also wishes Kenai could do something useful.
Ian, I've seen you shoot that fire everywhere and summon that little tree girl. It's special.
Well, Kenai thinks Kenai's power is dangerous. The more powerful Kenai gets, the more able Kenai is to accidentally hurt people Kenai cares about.
Well, that's true, I suppose, but the more able you are to protect those you care about, too.
Well, Kenai just doesn't know how to use fire to protect. Fire seems so destructive. Fire consumes everything. Kenai can't control.
I mean, you did seem to stumble into a great offensive weapon for not so much defensive magic, but I mean, shying away from it probably isn't a way to learn to control it better. It's just gonna come out when you don't want it to, then, I think.
That's possible.
I mean, if there's a place where fire isn't gonna do very much harm. This is probably one of the better ones, at least.
It is true, but Kenai won't always be underground. Well, I mean, Kenai actually has spent a lot of time underground as of late, but Kenai won't always be underground.
True, but that's... I mean, you take the opportunity in front of you, and... you got a good head on your shoulders, Kenai. I think... You'll make the right decisions.
Kenai's always so thankful for Harold. And Kenai's very thankful for Kenai's new friends.
Yeah, they're mostly good people, it seems like.
Mostly. Some are questionable.
Slight.
But Kenai still believes that no matter how many mistakes Kenai's friends make, Kenai can forgive them. As long as they will learn from it. And Kenai supposes Kenai should also forgive Kenai. Maybe that is the answer.
I think that's a good policy to have, both with yourself and them. I spent a lot of years out on the road with the family I made for myself. Not too far off of what you seem to have scraped together so far, and maybe these friends will stick around and maybe you'll move on and find new friends, but they're always gonna have flaws, and they're always gonna need to learn. Just like you're always gonna have flaws, and you're always gonna need to learn. And that's the point of having friends, is to help you grow.
Right. Right. And Kenai thinks growing is the next step. And Kenai will kind of toy around with his natural magics. And at the very least, he would like to attempt to produce a flame, though he seems to be a little out of practice for a while now.
Yeah. Whatever. Does produce flame have an attack option on it?
Yes, there is an attack roll on it, if I did throw it.
Yeah, just roll, your spell casting modifier, let's say. Not attack, but just modifier.
Okay. Spell casting modifier.
He rolls a nat 1 and burns one of these people up.
Harold dies.
My God.
Oh
Don't
no.
speak it into
That wouldn't
existence.
happen.
It'll
That will
happen.
not happen.
Okay.
Big mutiny against the DM. We're
No.
taking Harold back. Kill Vanessa.
That rolled over a 1, but landed on an 18.
You kind of snap your fingers a few times, and it takes a little bit, but it hasn't been so long. You know, it's more nerves of trying to shut that part of you out than
Cold
really
fingers.
being out of practice. But yeah, not being unsure of whether it's safe, but sure enough, there's your produced flame. Back as it was before.
Okay.
Third watch.
I would like to wait till whatever watch Bonalium is taking.
Alright,
If that's an option.
It would be up to Kanai who he wakes up next.
Um,
well, or you guys could have set the watches ahead of time, but, Harold will stay up a little bit longer. It's not like he needs to recover spell slots anyway.
oh, yeah, that's fair.
Didn't really do
I
that
will
much.
say, you guys didn't. You did take a short rest at one point.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, before we
bear
enter.
in mind, on a long rest, you recover half of your hit dice. So if you used up all your hit dice, you only get half of those back during that short rest. Just
The
something
temp
to keep in
HP
mind.
go away, right?
Yes.
And I will wake Bonalium over Shueyu.
I will say, for the sake of good role playing and the fact that you have plenty of extra people here, you can balance it out so that Shueyu and Bonalium end up on the last watch together.
Yeah, we could say, like, because both of us were the ones that were, like, on death's door.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wait till last watch.
wait
and
till last
just,
watch.
Okay, that's better
between,
then.
Yeah, between you could time it out so that Meeks and Harold both took slightly longer watches, or you had longer watches, but you just take a long rest because of it.
Nicole and
You
Oswald.
add an extra hour or two.
I don't. Oh yeah, that was like the only thing I didn't want to leave
Yeah.
Nicole by herself watching.
Yeah, no, that they wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah.
I mean, if it'd be possible, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind staying up with Harold for just like
If you
not
guys
necessarily
are
talking
willing,
together, but
yeah, if you guys are willing to take a slightly longer long rest, then 100%
That's probably
we can
okay.
do that.
yeah,
We're
Yeah.
pretty exhausted.
yeah.
But again,
And this is fine for me.
Yeah.
all right. So Shueyu and Bonalium, you're up on watch.
Just sit there quietly for a few minutes. I'm thinking, so I know that he's obviously not using divine magic. How much would I know? Would I have any idea that, like, I know that he's got a symbol of Zariel on his blade. Do I have any idea where his magic, I mean, I guess I can infer that probably.
You are familiar with the concept of a warlock.
Okay.
Did you?
We did fight that
You rolled a
undead.
religion check earlier, right?
Yeah.
But you also rolled an Arcana check in a previous session. I believe,
Yeah,
to
I've rolled
recognize that
both.
He was casting an Eldritch Blast. So yeah, you're
Okay.
pretty well putting the pieces together.
I thought that Shueyu got low on the Arcana check.
The first time I did, but more
she
recently,
did it twice.
at the
Oh, okay.
beginning in
Yeah.
this dungeon, you
Got
said
it,
something
okay.
about it
Yeah.
that tipped her off.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way he reacts about it. Anyways.
Yeah, because it was a while ago that first Arcana check happened, so she's had more time to observe it now.
Also, like, when Bonalium wakes up, he is looking kind of awkward. I mean, he's always awkward, but this is more awkward.
We're
than
all
usual.
always awkward.
It's an aware awkward rather than the unaware awkward.
Yeah. So,
Do you... He, like, eyeballs you, like, do you want to join me for my morning vespers?
and what do these include usually? Are these two Savras, or are these two another deity of some sort?
I like look offended. Look at Zwayu.
Um,
I'm like,
I'm not trying to judge you by any means, but do you know the symbol on your sword? Do you know what that is?
I like take it out and I'm looking at it. That's
Who gave you that
Ariel.
sword?
As you're
You-
looking at the sword, for just a second, the reflection, like the eyes and the reflection, stay put as you're turning it over and just watch you, and you blink, and it's probably just your imagination. Joy, you see none of this.
I know that symbol.
Are you? What's your? I just want to know your reasoning behind it. I've had some not so great decisions in my past as well. I mean, I understand wanting to do something for the right reason, but
Undo something. Here, like, I do feel awkward. Please join me for my vespers, and I'll talk more after. So like, he does go through his normal process. It's singing songs, they're religious ceremonial songs to Sabra specifically, talking about the way forward and helping guide his flock. Uh, and then after that's done, Barnlim sits down and puts the sword out. Do you like? Do you
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, go ahead.
My past, I lived in this monastery, and for many of the years that I was there, I wanted to be there. I chose, like, I was given to the monastery as a child, but I chose to stay. But as I got older, I was a courier for our monastery. I would bring supplies back from the city, and I saw, different lives and different people and wizards that did things far stranger than more, just different things than anything I had seen in the monastery. And I wanted to leave. I really wanted to leave, and I thought about that for maybe a year. I was back and forth on it, but one day I'd really been thinking about it, but I went back and I got what I wanted in the worst of ways. And I'm still dealing with that. So, we're not all perfect here.
What did you want?
I wanted out. I wanted to see the world. I wanted to do more than sit in this small place and, I don't know, acquire knowledge indefinitely. I wanted to experience it, and I can't help but feel some regret for, my home and the place that these people had created.
I could definitely sympathize with that. I didn't want to leave Save. In fact, I have been wanting to return. So, but the way that you all react to Save's teachings, I think I'm getting confused. So, Save is a foundation for tieflings.
Okay.
I mean, you know why, how tieflings exist, right? You've heard
suppose I understand how the bloodline goes through.
Yeah, our cursed bloodline.
I wouldn't necessarily call it cursed. Gives you
That's
some advantages, really.
sure, but at the cost that we're all like we're all still tied to that original curse, that original connection.
I'm
with the
tied to my parents that I've never met. That doesn't mean that they have anything to do with me. Your life is your life, and I don't think...
I touch my horns, like, I think it has everything to do with me. Like, we are this way because of that. Like, there's no escaping it. So, what Save teaches us is how we can cleanse our blood and get rid of that curse.
Cleanse yourself?
Yeah.
Bonalium, you're not some evil demon. You're a person like any one of us is. You're doing good here, and I think you need to realize that.
Then why do I have these horns? And for the longest time, I've been using the magic of the helmet to like hide the horns, any chance that I could. But now I release them, and like they're huge honkers, so, like just
Zombies.
I take my immediate reactively take off my sword and I start sawing the end
Why?
of the horn again. Like, I'm so sick of these horns that just get in the way and end up hurting others. Like,
how do they
hurting other people?
How do they hurt others?
I
Unless you're stabbing people with them, I mean, I don't
It
see.
happens. I broke this
It's
girl's
no-
nose with those.
It's no different than your sword. You can carry a sword and not choose to stab people. That's your choice.
Exactly, that's what Save teaches us. Like, it's
Not-
choices we make along
that
the
is-
way.
From what you've told me, I'm sorry. I feel that they seem to be teaching you that you need to fix yourself rather than needing to accept yourself. Bonalium, I know you want to do the right thing, and I think that's, I think it's a really noble cause. I think we're all trying to do good here, and I think that you should treat yourself with some respect too.
You sound just like Sister Amelia.
Shudder a little bit at that. I don't know her. I don't know how they treated you guys, and maybe they meant well too, but I've heard some things from you, some things that they've said, they've said. I trust that you wouldn't lie about that, but really stop and think about what they were trying to teach you. I mean, that you have to know that is not right. To teach someone to punish themselves for something.
What do you do if you do something wrong?
I contemplate it, I regret it, and I think about what I will change next time. I don't hurt myself if I've done something wrong. I don't physically harm myself. I seek to improve.
What about when you see wrong in the world?
I mean, there's always wrong in the world, but we do our best to address it. I mean, the wrong in the world, sure, some of it is, there's beings out there that are pure evil and have only evil intentions. Talona is a fairly obvious example of this. Her only goal is to do evil and be evil, and that is, I mean, inexcusable. I have no solution for that other than doing whatever we can to stop it. But a lot of other evil and wrongdoing in the world is is not, it's not because people want to hurt others, it's because they want something for themselves, or they're afraid. Often people are afraid of not having what they need, not being able to live their lives.
Like, ever since I was little, uh, that's all I've ever wanted to do, is be a force of good and, help put a stop to evil, wrongdoing, and allow people to be themselves and allow people to be happy, for them to have a chance at a good life. One that was never given me. I should say, Save is a mix between tieflings that, didn't have parents, and tieflings that, still had parents and just, spent temporary time at Save, that like a boarding school.
Okay.
And I grew up in Save. I didn't have, any parents, and I got to see the kids come and go, and be able to return back to their families. And I, want to dedicate myself to the school because I did believe that they were trying to put an end to evil, like the curse that affects tieflings and
There's
everything
no
there.
curse against you. You have to realize that. There is no curse against you. You are not cursed to be evil. You have your own free will.
Part of me knows that, and something that has been told to me over and over. And it's been a source of a lot of strain and a lot of hardship, because I really do truly believe in the teachings of Savrus and the guidance, the good that can be done. Do you know what kind of tiefling I am?
Do I know what kind of tiefling he is?
You can roll a history check or nature, I guess.
Well, I rolled a
history.
3, so no, I don't.
You don't.
You are a
I
tiefling?
mean,
Yeah, you don't. You may not
I'm
have
not
even realized.
familiar with all of the specifics.
This is the touch of Zariel.
I guess that would make some sense.
I hear things.
You hear things.
I still don't really know if it's myself telling me these things or something outside of myself, but
What
it keeps on saying,
exactly? Can you tell me the details? How exactly does this happen?
I see it in mirrors and reflections. It's always my face, but it tells me that the curse isn't wrong. It tells me that my blood isn't wrong. It tells me that there is strength there, and that all the the times where I do the wrong thing and Save has to punish me, it tells me that I have the strength to endure it, and that
Yes, but you're exactly, that's what you're doing. You're enduring punishment. You're suffering from it. You are not gaining from the suffering there.
and honestly, like, there's been moments where I want to give up, and it's been that reflection that told me not to. That's what I meant by endure. It was the one pushing me forward to get past the pain, and it's been the one that was telling me I was wrong. So I've been kind of battling back and forth whether, like, if this other side, the one that's telling me Zariel was good, that she was an angel, is the wrong one or save the wrong one.
You know, they can both be wrong. I'm not gonna pretend to know everything. I've read a lot of books, but I don't know. I don't have the answers. I don't know. You know, I know that Zariel she's an evil being. She quite literally, I mean, she fights in the blood wars indefinitely, I believe, in the books that I've read.
She's
And-
trying to put an end to evil.
Yeah, Bono Liam, actually, before you even say that, you hear a voice in your head that says, only to end them.
Only to end them.
Okay, but the ends do not justify the means.
Your sword is starting to grow a little bit warm.
I'm not
Like,
trying
but-
to pressure you. I'm not trying to say that you shouldn't, you know, learn about your heritage, and if I was to stray on the wrong path, I would hope that the people around me, it used to be the wizards I grew up with, the people I knew, but I would hope that people would look out for me, and right now I think that's you guys here and what we have here, and I just want to do the same for you. I'm afraid that the consequences of following that too far could lead you in a path that...
She wants to rein you in. She wants to stop you from becoming as powerful as you can be. She's just as bad as Save.
So I appreciate your concern. But I hope you know, like, I am always going to fight to make the world better.
Just...
Do you think that I've done something wrong? Do you think that I've stepped out of place? Like, tell me, has anything that I've done been immoral? Like, fundamentally...
Yes! Quite a
Like
few
what?
things.
What?
You suggested that we tell the people that Talona wants them to commit suicide. That is obviously wrong.
But I wasn't encouraging them to do it. I was
That
doing
doesn't
that
make
to-
any sense. You're still telling them that someone wants them to commit suicide. I don't care of your reasoning.
She doesn't understand. She'll never understand. It's not worth it.
That's why you...
She thinks she's so smart.
This world is darker than we realize. And I need the strength to get past that. I don't think you'll ever understand that.
You think I don't understand that? Everyone
You're from
I
a different
knew...
time, okay?
Everyone I knew is gone. Everything I had is gone. I'm not saying that the abilities that you have not been beneficial to us, beneficial to others. I just want you to think about it and think about the things that you're doing. Think about the people that you are justicing, the people that you are killing. Just make sure that the people that you are killing, you're killing them for the right reason. These are still people. And whether you think that they're doing the wrong thing or not, they don't always have the wrong intentions.
You know what? I haven't attacked anyone that you didn't as well.
I'm not saying that.
Because really, you're starting to sound like a hypocrite.
It's
I think
not.
the conversation is done.
It is not about the rules and the laws because the strict letter of the law is written. It is about the meaning behind the laws and the reasoning of why those were written and why those rules are in place. I just want you to think about that, and I will go to sleep.
For like 10 minutes, and then everyone
Then
else
wake
starts
everybody
waking
else up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go sit in another corner or something.
Oh, just like, hey guys!
Sit in
And they,
another
like,
room,
yeah.
actually.
Harold and Ken are like, we had a great heart-to-heart last night. We're feeling better than ever. Kenai's
I'm, like,
got
dying.
some fire back.
Oh, whatever, miss.
Totally
I'm gonna tell him lies
unsuspiciously.
in his ear while he's talking to her.
I was just channeling Zariel. If you
It was-
all wanted to make it easy on yourselves, you should have wrote more boring characters.
Why?
It was going so well, and then, oh, nope, I guess that's what...
It's almost like he has a devil as a patron or something.
I know, right?
Wow.
Yeah, weird. Almost.
Why didn't you pick like a mimic as a patron or something mundane?
Yeah, a sword that just
Alright.
like is sentient, you know?
Sword.
I mean, it is his sword,
You have
but
a mimic as a patron? Is that a thing?
I mean, you can make anything a
I felt like
patron.
it'd be kind of cool though. You can just like have a powerful mimic as your patron, and he makes you shapeshift.
then you get
Only to objects.
then you take Mask
Not-
of Many Faces.
Not to people, just
You
objects.
just I think that you're just a mimic at that point.
Anyways,
Like, I'm not a mimic. I have a mimic as my patron. I'm actually a
Not a
person.
mimic. I'm just mimicking a mimic. Okay.
I'm a mimic.
And with that, I think that we are going to call it there for our session tonight. Oof, that was some good roleplay, guys. Thank you.